Hope you're doing well, Tommy. I might be doing something really stupid. We're gonna find out though. So I have DaVinci open because when I streamed last night, if you recall, like I had like the where I had to restart my stream, you know. So I wanted to like piece it back together on YouTube, and so I have to download the videos to my PC, which is no big deal at all. That's DaVinci Resolve is like Adobe Premiere. I can't remember the name of the other video editing software, but DaVinci's like it's one of the bigger ones used. Like they've used it to make like Avatar and like shit like that. So YouTube doesn't give you a good tool to like combine two videos together, because that's what I want to do. Is I want to combine together the beginning, just because continuity, right? Because I don't know, I guess I'm anal about it or something. It's not necessary. It's what I want to do, damn it. So yeah, it is shit. So I downloaded everything. I got them all put together how I wanted in DaVinci. But it was like a 3.5 hour stream. So it takes forever. It's gonna take, and I do it very slow, because the slower you do the render, there's less chance for fuck ups, right? And I started that like a couple hours ago, and it's only at 50%, and you can't pause it. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to stop it. So I'm going to try to render it in the background as I play this game. So my CPU might catch on fire. We'll find out. I'm hoping that won't be that big of a deal, since I'm streaming this at 30 frames. So like right now, like I've had no rendering lag. Now granted, I'm just at the home screen here. So, you know, we'll find out. I never heard of him again, yeah. That's actually a big fear of mine. So I have two fire extinguishers in the house. I have two of those fire extinguishing like blankets, right? I forget what they're called, but you can get them out real quick, and then you can just smother a fire. One's by the stove, and then one's like in this hallway. But that's a fear of mine, is like there's like little shit, right? Like you could have like lint in your dryer, and then you can cause a fire from the lint. Or you can have like, if you have like a bathroom fan, right? It's like up in your attic, something could go, they go bad, they get dust and shit on them, and you can have like a little spark, and then you get a fire in your attic, and then you're fucked. That's shit I think about all the time. I think about all the ways that like my house can be ruined. Like when there's big storms, tree. I always think about a tree falling over, like where I'm sleeping, where someone else is sleeping, and it's just like, I call it Rolodex brain. I suffer from that sometimes, where like, especially like you're trying to sleep, and my brain just starts cycling through like all of these things that either things I need to do, things that can go bad, things that can hurt myself, hurt my family, things that are irrational thoughts, right? Things that I know I can tell myself these things are probably not going to happen, but I can't help the thoughts. I can't keep them. And I think it's probably like a form of like anxiety, like being anxious about like a worry wart, you know. So the best thing I can do is, when I go to bed, I have to put in earbuds and listen to something. And it can't be, sometimes it could be like, I like listening to like rainforest stuff, you know, like storms, like, but usually it's got to be someone talking, and it's got to be someone talking in a way where it's just monotone enough to where I'm paying attention, I can hear the words, but it's not going to like keep me so engaged where I can't drift off. I need to be able to drift off eventually after like, 5-10 minutes. Once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. What's up, Rando? It's your spider sense. You're seeing all the multiverse penguin. Oh my God. What if there are multiverses, right? And like, you ever do get a spidey sense? Like where you're like, it probably happens mostly when you're driving, right? Like you're driving down the road and you just see a car. For some reason, like this dude, I don't trust him. I think he's gonna merge in my lane without looking or something. So you just kind of like slow down, you monitor, and lo and behold, he does something dangerous. Maybe he gets in an accident with someone else. It could have been you. And you just wonder, like, did someone like nudge me, like warn me about that? You know what I'm saying? Tommy says, I'd guess most houses will protect you. Yeah, that's true. That's actually fair, Tommy. Like if a tree falls, you might, if it falls towards a window, you might get some branches that puncture the window and it could be a little bit more dangerous. But if it falls on the roof, it's gonna fuck your roof up. If it's like my neighborhood, I got some big ass trees, you know, like 60, 70 footers, right? But is it gonna like keep on going through? Probably not, right? It's probably gonna stop eventually. Like the attic joists will probably tear through the roof. But yeah, the house will be fucked. So I try to tell myself that like everything's fine. But yeah, there was a time when I really suffered from Rolodex brain, like really bad. Like I need therapy bad. And I realized that like with work and like life tasks, you ever like make lists? Because I'm big on lists, and I'll make a list of all the things I need to do, and then I look at the list, and it's like I get like, you know, like a deer like frozen, and I'm just like, it's so daunting. So I started like breaking down, like compartmentalize everything, you know, like break everything down. Like this is what I feel comfortable accomplishing this week, whether it's work or, you know, personal stuff around the house, and that like caused me to like calm down. Tommy says I've made maybe 5 lists in my life. Well, either you have a really good memory or you don't want to remember things that you need to do, or you just do them when they come up, which is probably the right way to do it. Don't procrastinate the things you need to do, just do them. If you see something needs to be done, do it, and just stay on top of the shit. But I like to be like, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. I'm going to allocate time to do all of these things on this day. That's kind of how I am. And I try to like, I'll do this day or through this time block or whatever. My memory used to be photographic. That's pretty cool. I wonder if that's more cool or more like stressful though. Because sometimes maybe you like remember things, maybe you don't want to. I don't want to be beholden to a list. I mean, beholden's a strong word. I don't know if I feel that way, but I get what you're saying. I do feel like if you put something on there, that there is an obligation, or at least you feel like there's an obligation. I should follow through with these things I put on there. But I have to put it down, because if I don't, then my brain's gonna think about all the things I need to do. So I have to be really. You do make grocery lists. I gotta be thoughtful. All right. Well, we're gonna see. So, I'm rendering in the background. I have a video software, video editor, DaVinci Resolve open, rendering something. I'm gonna try to play this game. This is a really stupid idea that I'm doing here, but so if all of a sudden my stream stops because my computer explodes, I'm gonna monitor the temps though. If the temps, I got 2 windows open, monitoring GPU temps, CPU temps. If shit starts getting hot, like in the 90s for a prolonged period of time, then I'll probably I'll probably stop the render. I don't want to though, because it's at 50%. Right now, just with the render going and just at the main menu, I'm at 75 on the CPU. GPU's at 50. So, yeah. I mean, I play by the rule 85. I like to stay under 85, but because I also here's another side thing. So Rando, they actually put out an update that's supposed to fix all of my BIOS problems that I was having before. I think you and I talked about that at one point too. I know Tommy and I have discussed it, but prior to that BIOS, it's supposed to be like a permanent fix, right? So prior to that, there was a temporary fix I put in place that did solve my problems. It solved everything, all the blue screens, all the problems went away, at a slight reduction to CPU performance, which I'm dealing with right now. But my CPU is still better than the vast majority of CPUs out there. So I was like, I can deal with a minor performance hit to not have the blue screens, right? Well, this this new BIOS came out that's supposed to permanently fix it, and it'll unleash the CPU so it can run at its full potential again. And I'm nervous to install it because I feel like, one, I don't believe it, maybe, because the inherent part of the issue is that it was manufactured in such a way where it has these power issues. So I feel like either you're lying and it's not running at full potential, and you're doing what I'm already doing, which is turning down some of the power, like power management, like all the different what do you call them? Not cells. I don't know. I'm getting a brain fart right now. But there's all these different things where you can turn down the power management, like what percentage it's going to go, right? And I have that turned down across the board, right? So, and that fixed everything. And that's protecting my CPU from becoming, a paperweight, a very light paperweight. But either way, just starting the game, it's in the 80s now. 84. It's like jumping between 80 and 84. Well, we'll see. I may have to stop the render. I'm going to monitor OBS. If it starts saying I have like rendering lag or encoding lag. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot, and maybe the BIOS update is going to do some better. It's going to have better settings for all of that type of stuff, right? I have it ready to roll. Like, I already have it. I just have to do it. I'm just nervous to do it, is really what it comes down to. I'm nervous to do it. All right, so right now, I'm inside my ship. Normally when I'm inside my ship, I'm over 100 frames. Right now, I'm at 75 frames. On OBS, I don't have any rendering or encoding lag, so nothing's happening with OBS, but I am taking a frames hit. So, temperature's pretty steady at 80. So maybe we're okay. All right, so last time I played, I did a couple cool missions on this planet. I have things to sell. I want to upgrade my ship. I need to get some resources on where I have my main home base. I'm going to land there, and I think there's resources on that planet that I can acquire. So I'm going to head there. So I'm going to sell my shit, then I'm going to head home, and I'm going to drive around basically on the planet and see if I can get all the stuff I need. And then, and only then, am I going to try to upgrade my ship. Who knows how long that's going to take. And depending on what time it is, I'm going to do the main mission after that. That's my game plan. Put a bunch of ice cubes in the case, problem solved.
Weapons primed. Moving
Shit.
to neutralize suspect.
Gotta check space here. This guy's fucked. So I can knock his nose out. Oh shit. He's dead. I will take some ship parts if these guys are offering. Ship parts? You little bitch. You better give me something.
You're cleared. Head straight for the base.
Okay. They don't want to offer me jack shit. That's fine. Let's see how it is. I help you out in a time of need. Alright. Alright, so we do have this other mission we can do as well. There is... Actually, maybe I'll do this one first, because this might be more exciting. This particular system, right here, there is a distress signal. And I haven't done this mission in a while because it's like requires... I might die here. That's what's going to happen. So, it's a level 65, as you can see. Unexplored route. Oh. Okay, so this is a cool part of the game. I haven't done this in this game since since towards the beginning of the game. So what the unexplored route means is that I need to fly to... I think it means I need to fly to this system before I can actually jump to this one. I can't just like create this route because I've never been here before, I think. I also could fly to someplace nearby, like Rutherford. Let's fly here, which just seems like it's kind of close too. Let's do that. We'll jump here first. We'll see what's what. Can you visit all those dots? Yeah. So this game has 100 systems. Of those 100 systems, there's approximately 1,000 planets and moons that you can go to. Well, this is kind of cool. I think they should have reduced it a little bit and focused more on like more handcrafted stuff. There is a lot. There's more handcrafted stuff in this game than any other Bethesda game. The problem is that the game is so large, it gets kind of diluted in all the procedural content that the game has, which does not bother me, but I would prefer more handcrafted over procedural. Like, who wouldn't, right? Especially when it comes to Bethesda, that's what you're kind of looking for. Now, granted, Bethesda games, every single game Bethesda's made since, I think, Morrowind, even probably before Morrowind, has had procedural content. This is not like the first time they've ever done procedural content. But this is on a much larger scale than before. And I think that's where the game sometimes gets a little knock. You know what? I don't know if I've been to this system before. I'm going to see if I can, where's that planet at? Hit the brakes real quick. There it is. I'm just going to scan this if I haven't scanned it yet. So this is a rocky planet. Gravity is a little less than Earth, 0.71. It's temperate. You know what? I might land on this planet. So Savannah over here. I'm gonna land in the Savannah. And it's got a moon right here that I haven't scanned before. I'm gonna check this planet out real quick, so I see what's on it. What's up, Redman? How you doing? That's no moon. It'd be wild if they randomly had a Tamriel world as an Easter egg. Where's the procedural stuff in Skyrim? Everywhere. Like I can't speak to it super intelligently, like Todd Howard has, but all the way they laid out the world and the trees and the grass and all that stuff, they use procedural tools for all of that. Like, could you imagine how long that would take to create, though? Yeah, all those dungeon stuff are always the same. Yeah, that's true. That too. That's a good call out. I will say that in this game, I have encountered like similar stations and similar caves, but then you often come across a lot of them that are like completely unique and different, and you're like, oh, okay, this is why I love this game. I just wish that it's almost like whatever algorithm they use to determine what these things look like, it's not balanced properly, you know? That's what it feels like to me. What's my weight at? It's at 284. I'm gonna see if I can offload just a few other things, because I'm a little bit weighed down here. What's up, Tommy?
Good.
Sorry, Saber. That's an insult too.
I didn't. Oh, it's a monkey.
So Saber, Tommy's first currency, it said 20 for him as well. And you guys both are usually the two first people here, so something I think is capping it. And I did some research while my stream was starting. I couldn't figure it out, but I went into the currency and I just maxed that at 1,000. So next time, maybe I'll hit one of you up to see, hey, can you just hop on here and go first and tell me so we can see if it increments properly? Because I don't see anything else that's blocking it. There is no... Now that right there, I corrected from yeah, but I manually added that because it didn't add it for you last stream. So I put that in there. So next time, if it says 22, then we're good. That's what we need to test. And next time, if Tommy's first, if it says 21, then we're good. But we need to figure that out. Because that's just stupid. If it's, something's amiss there. All right, I'm going to offload. Basically, I have a bunch of food here that's just weighing me down. That's enough. All right, cool. All right. So my hope is that this planet is going to have... We'll put this broom here. Come on, guys. Let's try to clean up just a little bit. My hope is this planet has fiber. I need fiber. Hopefully these guys are friendly right here. These guys look like they're predators, though. This is level 10, though, so these guys... Okay, they're defensive. Alright. Do some scanning from the rover. Bunch of flying shit on this planet, too.
What have if you could get the fiber you need for regularity.
I actually
in a
just took some
crisp,
mousse like 30
delicious
minutes
wafer.
ago.
Well, now you can. Metamucil wafers.
But it wasn't a
All the
cookie, though.
attributes of Metamucil. And it tastes like a cookie. Metamucil wafers.
Time when the clink changed me. I've seen some shit. What type of shit did you see? Did you see a bunch of hot tub stream viewers in there? Alright, so I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream is I'm rendering a video in the background right now. So if I lose connection, it's because my CPU blew up. Temperatures are 85 right now, so not too bad, but I am feeling a little bit of lag. So that's a toxin. I need toxins. Well, not that much. That's structural. Just keep scanning these guys, though. I do notice my controller seems like it's not super responsive, so there might be some lag in regards to that. What the fuck was that? A ship landed somewhere near me. Payman wants fiber. What a fucking shocker. Well, yeah, I need some fiber. I need these hallucinogens too, I think. Dude, there's a lot of fucking fauna on this fucking planet. Look at this shit. This is a lot of shit right here. He's got polymers on him right there. Fearless. Their temperament is fearless. You want a piece of me? Maybe? Maybe I don't want a piece of you, I guess. Ah! Whoa. Hey, you can't climb, can you, buddy? Can't jump, can't... Oh, maybe I'm talking too soon. Yeah, these are all low level. Now I feel bad. I feel like I'm just killing the local wildlife for no reason. Although they kind of started this. They kind of looked at me funny. Yeah, they got polymers. I guess I'll take the polymer. I might as well. If I'm going to kill them, I might as well take what they drop, right? I don't know if you guys have ever gone like camping or like hunting or whatever. But sometimes you feel like you should utilize everything out in the wild. Otherwise, you're kind of being disrespectful to nature. I don't know if you guys have that same mentality. There's usually always a purpose or a use to something, right? Where's my rover at? There she is. Hot tub simps get the teardrop tattoo to show how many hot tub streams they've been banned from. Have any of you guys actually been on a hot tub stream? Now granted, maybe it's funny to like, to like watch simps, like simp, you know? It's kind of weird. I find it kind of like perplexing, I guess. But the thing that always crosses my mind is what is this woman who's, you know, it's in her right to do whatever she wants. I'm not trying to judge. I guess I am judging. I'm just kind of wondering what's going through her mind, you know? Membrane. I need membranes too. Hell yeah. And like, I don't know, like, is this person like, were they not hugged as a child? Are they, you know, like why? I guess. Like, why are you doing this? And maybe that's just me being stupid. Maybe who cares why? If it makes them happy, right? But that's my question. I don't think it makes them happy. That's my thing. I think that they want money. I think that's number one. They're doing it for the money. But number two, it's just like no shame, right? Maybe there's no shame. But should they have shame? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Leave her alone. Oh, maybe it was leaving her alone. Oh, that dude has membranes too. I'll take all the membranes. But these guys don't. These guys are different. So like, am I being unfair? I guess is my question. Because like, I want to make it very clear. I think people could do whatever the hell they want. I'm not going to judge in that regard. If you want to do, you know, get in the hot tub, or if you want to, what's that person's name, Saber, that you always talk about? I forget her name all of a sudden. The red-headed one. Like, Amaranth. There we go. Do you think that this is a troubled person? Or do you think that she wants the money and she doesn't care? Do you think she has no shame? Do you think Pengman's like... I'm just asking questions, you know? And I'm partially judging. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm definitely curious about that type of stuff. Lands on the planet, approaches them. You want a piece of this? So I have... Oh, shit. I have, as in I've seen one of those streams. Yeah. My friend, AIC... AIC, as I recall... No. I did a hot tub stream as a joke. AIC... For some reason, I don't know what AIC abbreviation is. It's funny as fuck. He's like this mid-40 old Asian dude. They're probably thinking, man, this is easier than working in the office. And yeah. You're wrong. Paying hot tub stream way. I've been promising a foot cam forever. Oh, you wouldn't want to see my feet. I don't have webbed toes or anything, but I have like feet of like, you know, over 20 years of playing sports.
Do you see anything useful?
Yeah, sealant's good. Some more membranes over here. All streamers are troubled people. Thanks, Rando. I appreciate that. I mean, I will say that part of the reason why I initially wanted to stream was I think that a lot of people weren't playing the games that I think they should be playing. Because, like, if you watch a lot of people who stream, they're playing what's quote-unquote popular at the time. And I'm not saying if you're playing the game because you like the game, that's cool. I'm not, you know. But I feel like there's a lot of really good games out there. Maybe games that people have opinions on that maybe I think are wrong, and I want to try to prove that you're wrong. But most of it comes down to, I feel like there's a lot of games out there. There's a lot of streamers out there that are all playing the same game. And I was like, well, you know what? Check out this game. This game's really cool. Check this game out. Like, when I was playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, no one was streaming that fucking shit. Now everyone's streaming it because the KCD2 trailer was awesome. This is just my opinion. But I feel like I booted that up, and I didn't see it. I was always on the top of the page, and there'd be like, you know, 6, 7 other streamers streaming it, and that's it. Go on there now. Tell me how many people are streaming that. Watch it be like 6 or 7 or 8. But I feel like I've noticed more people streaming Kingdom Come than before. Amaranth, I think personally both. I think she has a vapid ego. I think she most likely has personality and history issues. Yes, I do think that. I think she fucking loves the money. Yeah, has no shame in what she does. Yeah. I don't really follow her, though. That's all I can really garner from reading articles about her, whatever shit. Yep. I agree with you.
If you need a moment,
So many streamers all play the same shit. Yeah, exactly. And like, if it's making you happy, cool. But there's other games out there, you know? Like Death Stranding. When I was playing Death Stranding, oh man, PC's getting hot. PC's getting hot with that render going on. 88. We're hitting 88. We're back to the future in it right now. I maybe can't fuck around on the planet side. There's like so much animal shit going on right now that all this computational stuff it's doing. Maybe I should do stuff that's away from all these animals. But I haven't dropped. I have no frames missed due to rendering or no skip frames. So everything in that regard looks pretty money. So no problems there. We're gonna have some of that. We're gonna have some bacon. I feel like everything I know about Amaranth is against my will. I like a very specific type of streamer, but most streamers I absolutely detest. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of streamers out there that you can say that they're like quote unquote traditionally good, you know, like they're like a good showman, you know. They're high energy. They have lots of things that they're doing, you know, like events or like things to try to engage with their viewers, you know. But I usually gravitate towards streamers that are more like kind of chill and they're like playing the game. Maybe they're trying to teach me something about the game. Like if you're an expert on a game, and I'm not saying I'm an expert at this game, so I'm not like talking about myself. But if there's this one streamer that I watch. His name's Mr. Lamprey, and he is an expert on Project Zomboid. So if I ever have any questions, I like him because he'll answer my question, and he'll have over 100 people watching him play, and he'll read everything you type. He'll answer all your questions, right? I love streamers that read everything, and I try to do that. Sometimes I miss some stuff here and there. I apologize because I feel like I always look at streaming as like college, like you're sitting on a couch around your buddies and you're playing a game, and then people can like, you know, give you some shit when you're fucking up or whatever. You know, they can give you tips. You know, they can you're like talking, you're hanging out. You know, I feel like it's more like you're hanging out and you're playing a game. The only thing is I'm not going to hand the controller over to anybody. I'm one of those guys. Like, nah, I get to play. It's never going to be your turn. But that's how I kind of view it. At least, you know, maybe it's not mutual, but that's where my enjoyment comes from streaming. I think there might be something down here. Like a, get out. Like sometimes around these types of things, they have like these, this is some weird shit though here, isn't it? Very vibrant right there. Let's see if there's something underneath here. By the way, I'm so excited to play Stalker 2. Is anyone else? I'm starting to get really amped up about playing that game. I don't know why that popped in my head all of a sudden. I think it's because they have weird shit like this. I'm sorry. Catch up. So many streamers make me uncomfortable, and I hate the ones that look into the camera. Tommy, how you doing, my man? No. You probably noticed I like never look in the camera, primarily because when streamers do that, it makes me a little uncomfortable too. Because I feel like, yeah, that's a good call out. Because it almost feels like if I every time I talk, I'm like looking at this because this is where the camera's at. It's like it's on the top of my monitor, you know. So if I feel like if I do that, I feel like it almost reminds me of what is that 2000 where it's like, what are you doing, Kyle, or whatever. That's the South Park version of it. I feel like I'm talking to some eye in the sky or something. It's just, oh dude, I forgot I have that thing in my jetpack now. See how it sprays out? I can cause damage to shit now. Let's test it out. I don't know if it's just like a minor annoyance or if it's supposed to like kill them. But this is a new addition to my jetpack. That way, if I like land around a bunch of people, look, this fucker's running away from me. If I land around a bunch of people, I'm supposed to be able to like hurt them. I snip out the grifters really fast. Yeah, it's like a talent at this point. Yeah, Saber, you're pretty good at it. I've owned it for 3 years. Kind of looking forward to it. Whatever. Yeah, Stalker 2. I have a hard time getting into new streams. Yeah. I mean, there's if someone raids out to someone and they vouch for like a certain aspect of them, and then I'll like okay, I'll check it out. Like I'll see, you know, what it's all about, and I get good vibes within 5-10 minutes. Then I usually check a follow. I follow almost like I'm not worried about over following, you know. Okay, let's try it. I can't even tell if this is hurting them. It doesn't seem like it's doing any damage, right? Maybe it did. Because that dude, like, fucking ate it. Fucking ate it. You're gonna see your buddy die like this? Nothing? You're not gonna defend him? What kind of friend are you? Dude, that was a sniper, point blank, and that's a level 65. I didn't realize how high level this fucker was. Dude, she fucked him up though. She fucked him up good. This reminds me of you guys seen Beetlejuice?
The spoils of victory.
When Alec Baldwin pulls his like
in all
mouth
their
open.
messy glory.
That's what this reminds me of right here. That was cool. Let's try the I wonder if the fire thing. I have to shoot someone first because I need to see what their health is at, and then that will allow me to see if it goes down. So, what was that noise? You hear that? Okay, I think we're all right. Oh, it's this guy right here. Here we go. We got a victim. So if I shoot this guy right here, why can't I see your health, bro? That's weird. What about this guy? Oh, they're fighting each other. Oh, shit. This guy packs a punch. Okay, now I can see his health. Dude. Maybe it's hurting him a little bit, but I can't tell because she keeps on. Deal 200 damage to enemies. Okay, so I'm dealing damage. It just showed an alert. Oh, shit, I'm about to die. Pay attention, Ping. Ah! Dude, I set him on fire! I set him on fire! That was awesome. So it does. So it's not super powerful, but maybe I get a more powerful version of it later. Like this guy's level 5. Let's see if I can kill him with one little thing. That was awesome. So I can fuck people up just with my jetpack now. That's a pretty cool. I'm at 88 temperature. Holy shit. This thing's fucking hot right now. Boil an egg in there. Look at those animals coming right at him. I generally only watch the rated person if they're a hot girl. Or I'll keep that in mind. Those animals got what they deserved. Yep. Alien carnitas. I'm not sure awesome is the term you're looking for. Well, yeah, like I should probably like not fuck with. I generally only attack things that attack me. Unless they have what I want. Like this guy right here. Is he fully scanned? See, he's got spice. And I'm not talking about his personality. I don't need anything. I mean, spice I can make food with, so there's some benefit there. But like membrane, it's really the reason why I'm on this planet anyways, is for the membrane. I love that sound effect, by the way, when you... the rocks breaking. Cool sound effect. Alright. Well, I'm going to pick up just a few more of these things, if I can find them. The membranes are like a small plant. I think it's right here. No, that's structural. That one right there. Let me get a better look at it. Oh, my dude's bleeding right now. I think I should probably fix that. Alright, so if we go in here, we can actually look at my health status. So I got some puncture wounds. Prognosis is excellent. It's probably because my spacesuit, it automatically has like a medic thing in it. So I think it will, at some threshold, it actually applies a bandage for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and just pop another one of those in there. So this is what I'm looking for. It's like, it looks like almost blue, some like, what would you call that? Cyan? It's purplish. Twilight cradle leaf. That's what I'm looking for, is these cradle leaves. And it's got like a little acorn looking flower at the top here. I guess that's what I'm harvesting, is that little flower at the top. That's what I'm grabbing. Bunch of them here. This is a cool planet. What the fuck is that? You guys see that over there? Oh, it's a farm. It's kind of cool. Should probably investigate that right there. It's a cave right there. Guess I could check the cave out. Does that look like a dinosaur right there? Looks straight up like Barney right there. This jetpack is, so this is called a skip jetpack, so it doesn't really get me up super high. It's mostly for like, you kind of see how the jets come out of it. They come out sort of at like a 45-degree angle. So it's meant to kind of like, whoa! So, like, it scared the shit out of me. Whoa, look at these fuckers. You don't have to... Oh, he's fucking spitting shit at me. Did you see that? Gotcha, bitch. The other guy go. There he is. Look, I almost got... Oh, shit. A full 200 damage for that achievement. That's what I'm trying to unlock is if you go into your skills right here. So down here, I got this jetpack skill. So you can see it deal 200 damage to enemies using the boost pack. So I'm at 150 out of 200. The next rank 2 is a chance to knock down nearby enemies when you boost. It's fucking badass. I didn't know that thing was there. I never looked. I never looked. Pretty useful, I'd say. Rando says, take the PC side panel off by yourself a few degrees. It's a glass door. I could pop it open a smidge. It might swing into my monitor. That would be pretty funny. I don't know if... Oh, these ones are the ones I already grabbed. Okay, let's head back to the rover. This guy right here, so it shows him as defensive. So if I just walk up on him, or I'll put my gun away too. So he just books it. He doesn't want a piece. That's alright. Let's stop messing with the wildlife. Let's focus. Doesn't that screw up the airflow? I can't hear about high PC temps not getting vested. I mean, once this renders done in like an hour, then I'll be good to go. Heyo. Nova Bloom. So that gives me some structural stuff. I don't think I saw any fiber on this planet. I mean, it's not getting into the 90s at least. And once I get off this planet, it will calm down a little bit. Little rover there. Ooh, is that a dung pile? Nope. Nope, it's not. Oftentimes dung piles, they have like some animals or like hoarders and they like put a bunch of shit in it. So I like to stick my hands in that. Penguin's companion is SOL without it. She's got a jetpack on. I don't know what will happen here. So this planet is she better have a jetpack. You are right. She's not wearing a spacesuit like I am. Did I take away her spacesuit? Ooh, maybe I did. So this planet is it's breathable. I'm not wearing a helmet, right? But my dude's got his suit on, and she doesn't.
A face I never mind seeing.
I wonder if I can rectify that.
I am happy to help shoulder the load.
If you ever played the game Firewatch, by the way, the main female character in Firewatch is the same person who voices her. So if I look at her... Yeah, I can't even see her armor. I can't see her armor. So she has like a default armor that she'll wear. And it's well, she's got a bunch of books on her that I gave her at one point. I collect books.
I am here if you need me.
Alright. Whoa. Who the fuck is that? Look at that person right there. Let's go find out. Let's go say hello. You think she'd be like, what the fuck? Right?
I don't take photos of people. Sorry.
What?
This isn't your spot, is it? I'll be gone soon. Just need this picture.
What are you talking about? Are you an explorer or photographer?
At this moment, I am an artist.
Okay.
I love it too. I've been here a few times.
Firewatch was good. Yeah, I really enjoyed Firewatch.
Someday.
Fine day for a drive, is it not?
I'm gonna go head to that cave. Sometimes there's good ingredients in the cave. This is a pretty low gravity planet, so it's kind of easy to go up some of these inclines with this vehicle. Here she is. Oh, we got a level 60. Look at this dude. He's got... That's crazy. Oh, he's killed a bunch of fucking people over here. Look at this guy. Crazy. What a weird fucking thing. By the way, this is one of the reasons why I like this game more than No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky has got all these different unique like creatures. This looks more alien, and the detail on it is way better than anything that you would see in No Man's Sky. And this is fucking weird. Like seriously, what the fuck? It's got like these fucking weird spore-looking things come out of it. Yeah, I love Firewatch. Is so good. But yeah, so I don't know if you heard Saber, but the person who voices this character is the one that voices the female in Firewatch. I forget her name. All of a sudden, I haven't played that game in a minute. I don't know why I took her suits. They're probably this dude land on one of the people. Here we go. All right. So the fact that there's dead people out here makes me think there's something dangerous inside the cave, or it was that creature I killed. So I guess we're gonna find out. This cave is like very, very venty in here. Okay, so there's a swarming thing near. So fuck him up. There's a bunch of things near.
Fighting alongside you is never...
Now we are having fun.
Are you ready?
Looks like there's only one more. Shit. Oh shit. Okay, that thing's dead. I thought that was like the boss fight or something. This gun I'm using is a legendary gun, and it's fucking badass. This cave is crazy though. Visibility in this is fucking horrible. Why does it sound like there's like Jaws music playing? Is there something in here that I don't know about, game? Seems okay. Actually, it reminds me of Predator. This music. It's like Predator music. I got eaten by a monster and died and missed. There's a couple caves I've gone into that they seemed innocuous, and all of a sudden there's like this massive thing in there I needed to fight. This is what I was talking about before, these dung piles. See, it's got all this shit in here. A lot of this stuff is rare. Nothing in here is
I also wish to be prepared for
main
any
shit that I needed,
situation, but
still,
there are practical limits.
still
you know?
important shit, nonetheless. Just trying to collect this shit while I'm here. Got some lithium in here. Wasn't fruitless, but it wasn't what I was hoping for. I'm doing a lot more crafting now, so that's why I kind of want all these like raw ingredients. And over here are my many jars of shit. Alright. I'll probably check out one more thing on here, then I'm going to bail. Because I got all that stuff I need to sell. So my ship is over there. I might as well... Let's get a better view here. Oh, shit. Bad landing. It's good enough. So there's this right here. What is this? Because my ship is right over there. Something's going on here that I want to check out. So that's what I'm going for right now. I wish I could harvest these things from the vehicle, but all this stuff right here you have to get out of the vehicle to harvest, which is fine. I mean, if I could get up like this close, and like she could like grab it, that'd be kind of a cool gameplay mechanic, you know? Temperature is holding steady at 88. We're hanging in there. Still has the same problem as Skyrim, area loads and bodies. Yeah, exactly. Yep. It's, you know, is what it is. There's not a lot of games that do persistence. Because it's hard and it's taxing, right? And, there's not a lot of games that have a lot of individual items, you know, that you can interact with in a variety of ways. So there's trade-offs for that. I like Bethesda games in general because they're one of the few people that do that. The only thing that really boggles my mind about this game is like stuff like this. When I talked about this last night. When I drive through this, the vehicle will make it move, will make the grass move. But when I walk through it, it doesn't move. I find that weird. It's like, it doesn't have to move at the same speed, just do like, make it subtle. But when you walk through tall grass and it doesn't move, that's like an immersion killer for me. That's why when I play like Ghost, everything's just like, you know, holy shit, this game's amazing, you know, like the detail's amazing. And I really get like wrapped into that world when I play it. Alright, I don't know what this is up here. We're going to go ahead and launch ourselves up there. So we're going to land on this thing. Roll down a little bit. Roll down a little too much. There we go. Okay. Like a glove. Alright, so we got a dead spacer right there, and his jetpack is... looks like it's having relations with him. That's a glitch of some sort. I don't see any live spacers walking around. Curious.
Perfect execution.
Was the game on like tire tracks too? Can't leave any tire tracks. And just like little details like that, I feel like the game should have added.
We
Yeah,
should
this
move
is-
on. If there's nothing worth taking.
Hey, I fixed it. We're on ad break, so I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break right now. I'm gonna be right back. Still hearing a noise from oh my god. Okay, jump scare is confirmed. Oh, I forgot the shower. Oops. I'm going the wrong way. Oh my god, did you see that lightning bolt? Holy shit. That was insane. Did you see that lightning strike? That scared me. It's a freaking video game. Dude. Oh my god. We got ourselves a fucking fierce storm over here. Whoa! Did you guys see that? Did you see what he did? That was some Game of Thrones shit right there. Jesus. Woo. Give me some of that budge. Alright, I got one more grenade launcher. Oh, fuck. Fuck. No, 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 no. No, no, no. You gotta be fucking shit fucking me. God fucking damn it. Fuck. God damn it, man. Fuck me, man. I can't fucking hit the broadside of a barn with a fucking handgun. No, 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 no. You couldn't smell it. You know you could smell my meat from a mile away. Alright. Meet your maker. Oh, you got a brother? You got a brother? Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Not like this. Not like this. Go, 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 go. I'm just fucking around. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Get up. Get the just get. Quiet. Don't look at it. I'm submissive. I know how to make a man feel like a man. God damn it! All right, I think we're back now. Check this real quick. It's at 72%. It's almost there. Temperatures are at 80. Definitely no rendering lag or encoding lag, so like it's holding pretty firm in those regards. It's just I'm getting 70 frames instead of 100, and I'm getting temperatures. Probably won't do it again in the future. Probably a bad idea, but you know. Oh, this is really cool. She always stands in the way though. Come here, sweetie. Oh, shooting off. Holy shit. Love it. You take my stuff again, you die. It's funny. Well, I just destroyed a bunch of your stuff, buddy. Talk about a view. That'd be cool to like work here. This is actually not a bad planet. Can I knock into this? Oh, cool. Can I open it up? Gotta swing it open. Damn it. I know how to like keep the. Mini success. Yeah, this is. I kind of like. I like. Oh shit! There's a dude right there. Look at that. That guy. Okay, there's something going on here. Can you see me? You didn't seem to care about me. Whoever that guy is in there. What I was gonna say is I really love games like Death Stranding where you have to use like ladders and stuff to navigate your environment. And in this game, sometimes you have to use ladders, but I mean you have a jetpack. I mean this is a different kind of game, right? Because this is it's a space game. You have a jetpack. But when you play like games you don't have a jetpack, and you need to like, is a good guy or bad guy? Okay, he's a bad guy. Why did he go flying over there? That was crazy. Oh, we just made some noise.
Things I would do if I had power like that.
I see two guys inside. That's it. I'm really excited to play Death Stranding 2. Just like figuring out how to get from point A to point B. There's not a lot of games that do that. You have to like kind of figure out a path. Part of me, Tommy, is I almost want to replay it and not build any roads and do what you do, where you kind of make your own roads, you know? You create your own paths, you know? And that way you can just focus on the story and you're not just trying to like acquire resources for the roads, you know? I think that would change the gameplay experience, because like I try to build everything and it takes a lot of time to do that. A lot of time and effort. And I feel like if I utilize my time differently, I feel like I would experience the game in a different kind of way. Sometimes they have access points on these roofs where you can enter the building. That's why I came up here, if you were curious. I don't see anything, so I gotta hop down here, and I think it's over here, actually. Do I have my good shotgun? Yeah, I got no bullets on my good shotgun. Not that this is a bad shotgun. I actually don't know. Oh, I left her outside. Too bad. Oh, this is a pirate. So these guys, I used to be in the Crimson Fleet, so this guy probably thinks I'm a... Never mind. I was gonna say he probably thinks I'm a good guy.
Always worth checking. I don't know what you might find in their pockets.
Fuck them up. Bitches. Got some good headshots in there. What a bunch of cowards here, though. Like, fucking with the employees here. Bunch of cowards. I think I'm bleeding. I have burns, I'm malnourished, and dehydrated. Okay, so we're gonna treat all of that. So right here we have, this treats contusions, lacerations, puncture wounds. Which one's the burns? Orange? Treats burns. So I'll take that. I'll eat some of this granola mix. That sounds kind of good. I'll eat some spiced worms. Look at those worms. Eat some of those. And I'll drink some water. Some good old H2O. Picking up some stuff that maybe I don't need to pick up. Maybe I shouldn't pick up. Okay, I've already been in here. I mean, I have plenty of food, and I'm putting myself in a position where I don't have to pick up any food anymore because I'm going to be able to craft all my food. I do probably want if they have any coffee bags here because I'm making myself coffee now. There's some mugs, some coffee bags. Oh, he's got some shit here. He's got an emergency kit, Paramore. Right on. Alright, cool. I think we went through this whole main area here. Oh, that was cool. The bag moved when I hit it. Looking for magazines. That's cool. It's like a bunk bed up there of some sort. Tommy's going to bed. Tommy, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for saying hello. Hope you have a good sleep. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it.
Not everything in the galaxy needs to come with us, you know.
Yeah, but I'm grabbing things I'm gonna sell. Okay. Showers, got some doodles over here. Don't eat Hunnix. Whatever that is. Sometimes there's healing things inside the bathrooms. This is the last room. Loaf of bread there. I'm going to take that because I can make sandwiches with that. Sometimes these have digipicks in them. All right. Not much going on here. Ooh, except for this. There might be more going on here than originally thought. This is a robotics facility. There are 2 humans down there. Or one, that's one guy who's crouched. So robotics do not show up on that. I don't know how many robots are down here. It's that one dude right there, though. That's cool.
I will never grow tired of seeing that.
Got a handful of people here. Less than 10, it looks like. Not worth a shit ton, but enough to grab it.
Something's out there.
Robots haven't been initiated yet, so hopefully that stays that way. Fucking throwing lots of grenades. Got some 50s here. Oh shit! That luckily didn't hurt me. This is a cool facility.
Bring it.
They're making a lot of noise, but they're not doing a lot of damage. Nothing like shooting someone in the back, right? Holy shit. Yeah, a lot of stuff is more annoying than hurting me. Lots of stuff to loot here, though. Which looks nice. Big facility. I'm gonna have to go through this systematically, room by room, to make sure I get everything. Got him. Got him. Nobody gets away. I think that's everybody. Alright. Now we gotta loot the place. Yeah, this will be my last looting before I go on a selling spree. That's cool. They got a research lab here. I don't have a bunch of stuff on my person. Ooh, but I do have... looks like I just have one stimulant. Better than nothing, right? And I got those membranes I picked up, so I'll be able to complete that project right there. So I just have to get... I have to make Aurora, I have to make Whiteout, and then I need more stimulants. To be honest, I don't know where I get stimulants from. I don't know if I can get those from the environment. I thought I could, but it's possible I can't. And it's like a manufactured thing. Alright, so we gotta figure out how we want to do this one. I think the best way to do this one, we have this right here. So we want to do it like this. Then that one doesn't work. This one does. And then we got this one that goes straight across right there. Robot control. I guess I could have snuck my way to this room and turned them on, but I'm just going to change their, recalibrate their status, just in case there's more people here.
I've never liked computers.
They get activated.
Especially those with extra security.
Battle stem, I'll take that. There's an advanced lock. Okay. This one doesn't look too bad, though. So if you've never played this game, the trick to these things right here is that what may work for one layer, you may need that same one for another layer because it kind of like layers in, right? The lock, and you can't reuse them, right? So you got to be like cognizant of like multiple things could accomplish what you need per layer. So you don't just use the first one. You kind of have to look more than one layer deep to see if you need to use it somewhere else, you know? That one was pretty easy, but there's some that are like, you know, 5, 6, maybe even more deep. I've never counted them, to be honest, but what are they doing here? Growing plants, it looks like. Some green juice. Maybe it's a fertilizer of some sort. Their battle stem. There's whiteout right there. Whiteout's one of those things that I need. Look at this geode thing here. Look at this. Let's get it under the light a little bit. Uh-oh, it's freaking out. Oh, it's freaking out. Look at that. Can we get it to really... Just trying to make it sparkle. Alright. Red trench. Don't mind if I do. A lot of goodies here. A lot of goodies. Scientist note. What's this? Junior scientist A. Peterson. I can't help but wonder what the hell we're even doing here. Do we really need to be so top secret if we're just going to shoot up a bunch of robots? What a job that would be, right? If you're at a robotics facility and all you do is shoot robots and, I guess, see how good their armor is. What's even the end game? Creating a stronger robot? I don't know. All this seems fishy to me. What's worse is that the pay sucks. Oh well, at least the food is good. Actually, maybe I should ask for a raise now that everyone's freaking out about the Crimson Fleet site. That's funny. There's some foreshadowing there because the Crimson Fleet took over this location and killed everyone. I also got rid of the Crimson Fleet. I know they said there'd be some stragglers, but I thought I'd see less of them and more like spacers and the ecliptics or whatever they're called. I also thought like one of the head honchos for the Crimson Fleet goes by the name of what was her name? Nave or something like that. I think it started with it had a V in there. I know that much. And she didn't die like in the big battle. Like she got away. So I'm kind of curious if I'm going to run into her later and it's going to be like some sort of story arc that I get to that I get to play out, you know?
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
All right, so let's clear this top floor. Let's really be thorough here. So I'm just gonna grab everything I see. We're not gonna figure out like what I should leave or any of that type of shit. We want to just figure that stuff out later. So we're gonna jump across here a little bit. So let's not go in any doors like that. Let's kind of just clear out this first area here. So we got some canisters there. We got this right here. Metabolic agents. Some wrenches and shit like that there. Liquefied helium. Sometimes this game, they have, yeah, look. Helium dispenser. I can grab the helium from these things. Pretty cool, huh? This dude here already looted his body. Okay, so Now we got that floor over there. Let's see if I can get to that floor. Problem? Okay. Some lockers here. Empty. I'm encumbered right now, so I can't move super fast or I'll start taking some damage. Alright, that's the stairs down. This is the room that I think I came in when I started this mission. Look at that guy down there trying to clean. Oh, I feel bad about that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. If he's just trying to do his job. Alright, so we're gonna head back. Check this out. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that was in here. Robotic parts, it looks like. It's like legs. Circuit boards and shit like that.
Now would be a good time to
There.
reprioritize
Nothing is
what we
beyond our
bring with
reach
us and what
when we
leave
work
behind.
together. I
Or
actually
sell.
agree with that statement. I
Or
feel
throw
like
away.
humanity does a really bad job at not working together. We fight about everything. And if we just focused, I feel like, imagine the things we could accomplish, right? Here's another one of those things. How did they find us? We were promised that all of this was supposed to be secret. How did the Crimson Fleet find us? Everyone kept bullshitting us, telling us what we wanted to hear, promising us that we'd be safe, that the pirates have no idea where we are. All they ever cared about was this useless project. Now the fleet have us trapped, and we're all going to die for some research that no one was supposed to know anything about. You know, that's another thing that, like, you know, a lot of people are, like, religious, right? And, this is not going to be a religious rant or anything like that, but a lot of people, they, through their religion, they, you know, they want there to be, you know, an afterlife. They want there to be something else. There's something more than this, right? Is there a place for me, right? And if you have a species like the human race, right, and we start propagating not just the rest of our current solar system, but we start going out into, you know, other systems, right? And we're spreading out, and there's billions upon billions upon billions of humans just spread out across all of these different systems. Imagine you're working on this planet in the middle of bumfuck nowhere on some research project, and it's almost like let me put it this way. When you do research on Earth, right? Let's say you find some medical breakthrough. You're a huge, important person, right? You're gonna impact so many lives. It's easier to feel like, because there's a lot of people that are really driven and they want to have an impact on this world, right? And I feel like if you do that on Earth, you that impact's there, like that drive is there. If we're spread across all of these fucking systems, all of these planets, it's almost like your impact may not even be noticed. Especially like here, like these people were working on something and they all died, right? They never got to, the research never was, you know, it was moot. It was worthless, you know? It never got out. No one ever found out about it. And you're just like dead. So going back to the religion thing where you want to find like meaning in your life, there's something more, like I'm going to go to heaven or yada, 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 right? Like when you put it on a scale of a multi-planetary species, right? And you're just sitting in the bumfuck nowhere, it almost like, it's depressing, I think, to just like think about that. To think about how small you are compared to, and then there's also like, you have to think that humans like to fight, we like to bicker, and I think I've done everything up here now. Not only do you have to worry about, are there other like
They have anything of value?
species out there that I have to worry about, it's also all these fucking humans on all these other planets. What if they, you know, decide that they're running low on resources and they come show up at your doorstep, right? There's just, I just feel like it'd be like a really fearful existence. And a lot of your accomplishments or desires would seem like a drop in the bucket, you know? And I'm not saying like everyone goes through life wanting to have some impact on the greater good of society or whatever, right? And I'm not saying you should. Like some of enjoyments are very personal, and you don't have to like try to change the world, right? So to speak. You know what I mean, right? I feel like I don't know. I just feel like I think we should be a multi-planetary species, but if we ever get to that point, which I hope we do, but I also hope that we're like very cautious about it and we try to maintain some sort of like unity across planets in terms of like I don't know, like just a connection, communication line, you know. Dude, imagine that. Imagine if right now, like, we've seen like these UFOs, right? And they look like some sort of something. I did something. Dude. Something fell off my shelf over here and hit my keyboard. And I think it hit a hotkey for to load. Look at that. Level 48. That's crazy. That loaded some hotkey from it. I don't know which one it is. I know F5 is save. I don't know which one is load, but why would it load one from like a long time ago? You know what I mean? I got to clear this desk off over here. But so big downside, everything I just did I have to do all over again. And I lost my thought of what I was blabbering about before. But that's okay. We'll just do this a little bit more guns blazing than the first time. And fucking blood, man. Looks. This blood looks great, but there's no gore in this game, and I feel like this game really should have had some gore.
Idiot! Now look at you!
Kind of like, Jesus, someone's fucking me up there. Like Fallout, where you get like, dude, what weapon does this person have? Dude, whatever they're shooting is like fucking really good weapon. What were you shooting with? An AA-99? Whatever that is. It's a robot. I thought there's a dude running up the stairs.
Take your best shot.
Puncture wounds. Alright, I don't know if that's everybody, but I think we mopped him up a lot quicker that time around. Well, I don't know what I hit. I hit something on the keyboard. I really don't like shooting those robots, but that dude was like going crazy. Alright, let's just quickly try to loot through all this and get out of here. That dude had a superior, there's a couple superior armors there of some sort, so while I'm probably not going to utilize them because it's I don't really like the Crimson Fleet armors. It might be worth a little bit more money. Oh shit. Use the computer. I kind of wish when you did lockpicking it didn't stop time though. I feel like that's I don't like that mechanic in games. What do you guys think? I think it's a bad mechanic because I feel like it makes you a little bit lax. Like I feel like you should feel like you have to be sneaky when you lockpick something, and that there's always that threat that someone could, you know, kill you while you're doing it. It looks like the best one's probably this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to turn all those robots against them inside there. Which way does this go? Like that. 2 and a 1. That's not going to work. So we're going to have to use probably that. Then so that one and that one. So we're going to update. We're going to recalibrate their settings. Then we're going to activate them.
I've never liked computers, especially those with extra security.
It should be shooting at, not me. Look at this battle here. It's fucking Transformers. Dude, that's a level 80 robot. You know, I better watch my health. These guys are fucking...
You cannot be.
That was a cool sound effect right there, wasn't it? Dude, did she shoot at the Crimson Fleet one? Dude, I think that thing's shooting at me. Yeah. It's okay. Fucking level 80? You kidding me? Oh shit! It fucking hit the robot. It came flying back at me. That's cool. Reload.
System failure.
Curse you.
Damn. I don't know why that thing turned on me. Maybe she shot at it. That's a possibility, right? Alright, so I think we got a lot of goodies here. That's a stairs that go somewhere. Did I loot everything down here? Sometimes this game hides things in little cubbies. I got a tissue infection
Best
right
not
now.
to leave anything useful behind.
We're gonna go ahead and treat this real quick. Let's see, we got puncture wounds, we got cellulitis, so we got a red and a purple that we gotta kind of low on drugs right now. There's a purple, treat infections right there. There's a red. So that should help with the puncture wounds and the cellulitis there. Alright, so see a room up there. I think I want to go up those stairs. There's something on the wall over here too that's got loot in it. Sturdy advanced suit. It's a cell. Right now I'm only, when it comes to armor gear, I'm really only looking for superior. this is. Okay. So there's that. Does this line up right? Yeah. Gun there. Some credits here. Need every little bit helps, you know. Cool. Oh, I thought that chair would go flying. That's one thing that, like, I was trying to remember. Oh, that was illegal components there. I'll have to sell in the Wolf's Den. Has there ever been a Bethesda game where you could like move chairs? I don't think there is. I was thinking like Fallout, Oblivion, like none of those games you can interact with chairs. I feel like you can interact with all these other things on the tables and things like that, but when it comes to the actual like chairs and stuff like that, you can't do jack shit. Just funny. Just an observation. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but considering all the other things in the game that they let you do, you think at the very least you can move a chair around, right? Alright, so I think everything's outside. I was taken care of. So we're gonna head back to the ship. I feel like what we came here for, we accomplished. We got some resources. We got some more stuff to sell. Which was our main objective here, was to get more stuff to sell, because we're trying to make some ship upgrades. But at some point we gotta start doing these main missions, right? Because we need to beat the game. Because DLC is coming out soon. Jump here, split the uprights, hard landing. Getting up to 88 for the temperature right now. Oh, sorry, buddy. I got stuck on his shit there. Oh, that was cool. Two wheels there for a second. So one thing is, like, I like to back stuff up on the ship, but the way that this vehicle works is like if I point this direction, it wants to turn around that direction. I can't back up that. I can only back up if I'm on this camera. I just feel like they needed to make it so you had a dedicated hab for the rover that you'd have to... If you want the rover, you need to install this hab, right? And it could be... Because really, just like force the player to redesign their ship. No one's going to care about that. And if they do, whatever, right? Whoa, she like just warped in front of me there. That was weird. You could still have a module, or whatever you want to call it, a bay, a landing bay, that you just walk off your ship, and then you have a separate one that you can like open up to get the rover out and drive it out, you know? I think most people would be totally fine with that and would think it was immersive and cool. I just don't understand like some decisions these companies make. They do things like they don't want to make things realistic. It's not even because like you can play a game like Scum or Project Zomboid or like whatever, right? Where the thumb is on the realism scale like a lot. Maybe to the point where you don't like it. Like it's not fun to you. But like something like having your vehicle just driving it off and on, like that's a very tiny thing that it will satisfy people, it'll placate people like me who like realistic shit. And the people that don't, it's not to the point where it's gonna be annoying, you know? So why not have it there? Why not? It's not hurting anyone. It's not making anything worse. Ooh. I kind of like this one. So this suit right here, it's not as good as my current suit that I'm wearing. As you can see, this is 204, 196, 200. But this one also doesn't have any upgrades on it. And it has 30 corrosive protection. I've been having issues with corrosive when I go on planets. Now granted, it is a pirate suit, so maybe I don't want to associate myself, but I do like this little, what would you call that? Jacket, I guess. It's not really a cloak, is it? But I'm probably going to sell it. I'm still waiting to find like a suit that I really like. I don't dislike the bounty hunter suit. It gives me kind of Return of the Jedi vibes when they're in the forest. I don't dislike any of the colors per se, but like, I don't know. It just like there's nothing about it that's like, man, that suit's awesome. Like I'm really wearing this right now because look how balanced it is. Like the thermal, airborne, corrosive radiation, all 15s across the board, and it's got good physical energy and electromagnetic protections, right? And it weighs a shit ton though, like 22 fucking pounds right there, or whatever kilograms this game uses. It's heavy. So a lot of these I don't even read anymore. If it doesn't say superior, I just fucking I'm gonna sell it. Here's this is see, I don't really care, but I mean the helmet. Some people are like, oh, that's cool. It's got like this marking on it, but like to me, it's like, nah, I don't like that. It's gonna mess up my vision. Like imagine if like real life, if you had a helmet, would you really want shit on your helmet? I don't think so. I will say they got, even though I don't like this helmet right here, like I wouldn't wear it. But they do have some unique designs in this game with the way a lot of their things look. I got this jacket off of a guy. I'm not gonna tell you who. It's like a mission. This is a kind of a cool jacket. Kind of reminds me of Fallout. So you look at like this fitted business suit. Like if I was on a mission where I needed to persuade someone something, you can see on the right side it says there's a 10% persuasion chance, right? So sometimes having these outfits, it's for a purpose, you know? It's not just the way it looks. This is normally what I wear is this operative suit because I try to do a lot of stealth. It's become 25% harder to detect. It also kind of reminds me of Splinter Cell, which is a game I really like. And then sometimes I wear this one. This reminds me of Jedi Survivor or Fallen Order. I think Fallen Order was the game where you wore ponchos the most. Like a lot of these outfits are kind of cool. Like look at this one. Look at that material. That reminds you like some sort of like fleece, like sweater type material on the outside there, does it not? And the poncho, if you look at that, you can tell that that's like rain wicking, you know, it's supposed to, I don't know. I always wonder like when you're like a developer and you're making like textures in games, like that goes a long way to like providing like believability of like the clothing that's on you. And these games are getting so advanced now that I think they do a really good job. You can like, oh yeah, that's leather or that's a sweatshirt, you know. You can kind of tell like what type of material it is. Space trucker cargo wear. Just grabbing everything. This looks like it's like a little, it's kind of cool actually. Looks weird on my dude's head though. I like this uniform. Sysdef. It's very professional. Alright. Basically what I'm doing is I'm putting shit on my ship right now because it's weighing me down. So I have all these resources. And also, like, look how cool this stuff looks. I always love this Bethesda game, so you can always, like, examine all these different items that you pick up. They're all very, like, unique. That must be like, think of how many items are in this game that an artist had to like create these unique designs for. That's got to be a fun job or stressful. I don't know. I guess it could go both ways, but I think it'd be fun. You like creating art, right? Okay, so store all of those. Still getting weighed down. What's weighing me down so much? Maybe the mech It's only 3.8. For some reason, I picked up a hammer. Picked up a bunch of shit that... I don't know if anyone's played this game, but I got this map, the Solomon's Maps for Aquila, and it's got some coordinates on it. And I've been to the empty nest, which you see in the middle of the screen there. And like, see where it says Solomon's Islands there? Like, can you actually go to these places and there's stuff there maybe? That'd be kind of cool. Like something that they don't even like tell you about that's not related to a mission or anything like that. It's just like a thing you can do if you are inquisitive and curious, right? I picked up a toilet paper roll for some reason. Why? I also have, I've been storing these on my ship. I have these 24 of these Aster things. I have no idea what these are for. They're worth a lot of money. So I got to figure out what those are for at some point. My dude's still like super overweight for some reason. It probably is ammo. Let's go offload some ammo. Which is going to be...
It's good to see you.
Bottom floor here. You can go through. After you. After you. This way. Go this way right here. Come on.
I was
Did you see that? I was just about to go, and then she starts to go. Come on. Come on. There you go.
Any new orders for me?
Nope, no new orders. I'm sorry. All right, where am I storing ammo at right now? Probably inside here. All right, so... I don't know how much of this stuff I use. I have to try to remember off memory the stuff that I'm actually... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Store all. Oh, containers at max capacity. Okay. Okay. Is there another container on here that I can store shit? Oh, there's some ammo ones here. Here we go. Transfer. Okay. Ammo. That in there. I can't remember if I used those. Yeah. Let me check my weapons really quick. Oh, that's the weapons that are on me. That's probably the primary thing that's weighing me down, is I forgot to put the weapons away. Okay. We'll hang on then to that that ammo then. Yeah, I'm gonna redesign the ship. There's a lot of issues with it. The crew's getting larger. I have this one ladder to get to the 3 different floors. That's a problem. It creates bottlenecks. I need to balance out the ship a little bit better. I have a couple ideas of how I'm going to do that. So I got to get rolling on that. Weapons. There we go. I usually sort by value because usually the stuff I pick up is shitty anyways. We're going to look at some of this though. I think I saw something that looked like it was interesting. Much better position now with the weight. I also love how in this game, I talked about this before last stream, but just like all this stuff, just all this action going on outside as you look out the windows, you see like these things flying around over there. The clouds are moving, you know. The sun's actually setting. If there weren't clouds in the sky, if this has a moon, you could see the moon orbiting the planet. It's a really cool detail in this game. I feel like planetary orbits is a big deal to me. If you like space, I'm trying to see if I can see a moon. If you're a fan of space, then like that's a big deal. Like when you play, if you've ever played Star Citizen and you stand on a planet. Now granted, I think in Star Citizen, moons will orbit the planets, but the planets aren't necessarily orbiting the stars right now, but they will. But a better game maybe would be like Elite Dangerous. So So Elite Dangerous has full planetary orbits, right? And it's really cool because it's realistic, and like immerses you like in that space. Immerses you in that space environment, you know, and I feel like a lot of people play space games that maybe don't appreciate space to the same degree as like I do, and I can respect that. Like maybe they just want to play a game that's more like Mass Effect, you know, it's a space game, but it's more like an RPG that takes place in space. Well, that's fine, but doesn't it sound maybe a little bit cooler if you play an RPG that takes place in space and there's all this realistic stuff going on in the background that you really don't have to care about if you don't want to, but you know that it's there. So it kind of like sets this stage. I call it sort of like a realism stage, you know. It makes the game, if everything in the game is realistic, right? And you add in things to your game that are a little bit more fantastical, it kind of makes all that stuff feel a bit more believable if the foundation of the game is rooted in realism. That's how I've always felt about it. We did pick up this mission over here that we can do. Actually, let's do this mission before we go sell everything. Let's see what this is. See how these thrusters work on this? Every time I move it, you can see those thrusters that are going off to allow it to rotate. Nice cool detail there. There's the planet I was on. I don't think it had a moon. Maybe it didn't have a moon. Trying to see if you can see any other planets in this system off in the distance, but for all I know, this was a singular. Let's see what it was. Oh, there's a bunch of shit in here. So, away from the sun, there's a ringed planet. I wonder if I can. And the planet I'm at, there's a moon. So I might not be able to see that moon because it is on the other side. But that ringed planet, you think I'd be able to. Well, I guess that's not necessary. Oh, there's something right there, though. See that right there straight ahead? Right there? That's a planet or a moon. But I feel like that ring planet I should be able to see. But shit could be like super fucking far away. Yeah, if you're able to see it, you can see it. Just because I can't doesn't mean that it's not there. I could be looking in the wrong spot. Anywho, let's get the fuck out of here. Why can't it? It still won't let me make that jump there. So it looks like I have to make. If I wanted to make this jump, I have to make it from here. That's what I'm getting out of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that jump. The game maybe like explain that more. Like I kind of like how Star Citizen's doing it, where they have like jump gates. Look at that. See, this is cool right here. You have the sun right on one side. The planet is blocking the sun, so you can see these shadows being cast across those rings right there. It's pretty cool. Let's check this out. Scan that. It's a rock, 0.49, so it's got really low gravity. It's got some fauna and flora, so you can get really like lost, like just landing on planets and like exploring. But we're gonna focus on our mission. Our mission is we should be able to jump to this guy now. This might be a mistake. Here we go.
Repeating emergency request. Facility crucible requires vital materials. materials to sustain the mission. Transmitting coordinates on Prometheus 3. End of message.
Okay. So they need vital ingredients for some purpose, for some reason. Something called the Crucible. So this is a rock planet, 1.16 gravity, so a little bit more gravity than Earth. Temperate temperature. We got 8 fauna and 3 flora. Crucible is on wetlands. This is where we're heading. Let's do some wetlands here. So let's check it out. Sky looks pretty. Look at that. Too shabby.
Anything I can help with?
Nope, just sit there and look busy.
How are you today?
Doing all right. How are you? There we go. Let's see if we can find that crucible here. It's a pretty planet. What's up, Saber? 19 grams of fiber a day. I wonder what the recommended dose of fiber a person should get a day actually is. I'm of the belief that Americans eat they don't eat anywhere near as much fiber as they should. That's what I think. And this planet has a lot of hungry animals on it. 19 grams seems like a huge amount. What do you think it is? Whoa, guys, I'm not trying to cause problems here. It's fiber! We finally found fiber! Oh shit. We also found angry creatures. And they're aggressive. They're not defensive, they are aggressive. So you gotta be thoughtful of that. Look at these guys. What do they drop? Are they worth killing? They drop lubricant. That might be worth something. That might be worth... Saber says, actually, apparently according to the American Heart Association, it's 25 to 30 grams a day from food. From food, not supplements. I wonder if Metamucil is considered a supplement, because technically it's a plant-based fiber, and it's not like that's all it is, you know? Like there's nothing.
Your scan shows.
There's not like a bunch of extra bullshit in there, you know?
Give up already.
It's like psyllium husk or whatever the fuck it's called. You consider that a supplement? I mean maybe it should be, but like I'm thinking of like when I think of supplement, I'm thinking like if you take something like let's say like a vitamin D supplement, right? Normally you get your vitamin D from the sun, right? And from some other, milk I think has vitamin D in it, right? But when you get it in supplement form, like it's like made in a lab, right? Is it not? While Xylem husk is an actual thing. Like, that's a food. That's not... I don't know if, maybe it's a semantics thing, what I'm getting at. It's like, where do you draw the line of what's a supplement? What is it? Should it supplement your diet? Yeah, from like a... If you look at the semantics in that regard, sure. It should be supplemental to eating a diet rich in healthy vegetables and fruits and yada yada yada, right? But at the heart of it, though, isn't it not a food? Right? Hey, what's up, Scotty? How's life treating you? Dude, these dudes are not fucking playing. They want a piece. I mean, ideally you get everything from food. Yeah, ideally. Now that's the next question. If you're supposed to get 25 to 30 grams of fiber from your diet. Oh shit, I can pause this. From your diet, what the fuck are you going to be eating to do that? That's what I'm thinking. Like, what would you be eating?
Oh god, they're all gone. Alright, fine.
Stop it! Boy, cunt.
Get to the chopper!
That's it, man.
I can't do
Game
that.
over, man. Game
Get to the
over.
chopper. Stick around.
No.
What else does he say? It's not a tumor. How you liking that Alien Isolation? That game looks like it might be too scary for someone like me. I don't know what 30 grams of fibrous foods would look like. That'd be eating 6 mangoes a day. Yeah, exactly. Oh shit, these guys are fucking me up. Let's increase the distance. Nightmare mode? Does that just mean does it mean the alien is smarter? Aren't there multiple aliens in the game, or is there just one primary alien? Dude, I'm getting some... Okay, so I articulated this earlier, but I'm rendering a video in the background as I play this game, which is a really stupid idea. So sometimes it's causing some high temperatures, and it's also causing my frames to drop every now and then. I should have checked it just a second ago to see if it's done. These guys are tiny. These guys are hard to scan. I should have shot him. He was being peaceful. Why am I instigating? Apparently an avocado is 14 grams of fiber. Okay, that's cool. I like making homemade guac. I'll tell you what, I know a lot of people maybe don't like Chipotle for whatever reasons, and I respect that, but they make a mean guac fucking at Chipotle. So if I ever get like, I don't know if I'd call Chipotle fast food. Although I guess it's, I mean, I guess you could call it fast food, right? Because most of it is cooked, like, it's not cooked to order. So I would say maybe it is fast food. Maybe per definition you could say it's a fast food. But it's better than like a McDonald's, right? It's surely healthier than McDonald's, which is definitely a fast food. But my point though is their guac is really good. So sometimes I get a hankering for that and I'll get some Chipotle. Not that often though. Maybe like once every couple months. Now I'm thinking about their guac right now. Look at these animals fighting each other. Oh, that dude fucked him up. You see that? This is level 50 shit here too. I gotta be really cognizant of. Oh my god, they want peace. This place. Oh, there's like a boneyard over here. Oh my god. There's little guys here too. Trying to get some scans in here. Look at this, it's like a skate track. Whoa! Soft landing? What is
I shall
this?
stand guard while you focus.
Look at this thing. This is fucking weird.
You thought you could evade me? You die today.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at. Let's ramp this thing here. There we go. Ooh, doggy. there's like this planet and that last planet I was on, they had similar makeup, like rocky, a little lower gravity than Earth, good temperatures, like temperate, you know, and just fucking full of predators, man, and aggressive animals. It's making me miss the planets where it's like predominantly peaceful.
Take your best shot.
I have to start pushing back on these guys. This guy right here. Maybe I should just say, "Hey, dude. See?" It's kind of like a hello thing. What is she shooting at? Oh shit! Oh, that thing's not fucking around. Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah, that's right, bitch. Oh, those things are creepy when you fucking grab them. Sit the fuck down, bitch. Dude, thing's like stuck on the tire there. That's pretty cool. Alright, good work, good work. Fuck these dudes up. Oh, you want some more? Yeah, lights out. Lights out. Chipotle used to be a lot better. There's way better places around here than that, in my opinion. Oh yeah? Is there any like chains that are better than Chipotle? Or is it mostly like local? I know New York's they're known for having more like local type shit.
Do they have
but
anything of value?
I don't know if there's any like chain stuff that you are aware of that's better. Futuristic P90. You think so? This gun right here? I like the reload animations in this game. It's fucking cool. There's a burrito place by me called Fat Boy Burrito, and it makes Chipotle look so bad. Yeah, octopus spiders. A little frightening. There's something over here that wants a piece. Oh, that's right. I wanted to try out those other weapons. I have a couple other weapons that I don't have favorited, so I gotta go in the menus to select them. Here, let's try this one out first. I've never used this gun before. This is it's a mag shot. So let's just try this out. I don't have any ammo for it. That was pretty funny. Let's try another one. So there's another weapon I have here. I have a sword. I've never used a sword in this game. Here it is. Do I have ammo for this? 1-inch punch modified regulator. Yeah, I got some ammo for this. Oh, and of course she just killed the fucking thing. Alright, I'd like that level up though. The portions are insane. For like 16 bucks I get a burrito bowl that'll last me for like, yeah, I love that when Chipotle, because you know, I don't know if last time you've been to Chipotle, but sometimes they give you way more than other times you go there, right? And making it stretch, you know, for a couple meals is great. Check Discord. All right. Oh, the gun. That's cool. I got excited thinking you're going to send me a picture of a burrito. Alright, there's more stuff to shoot over here somewhere. Oh, this gun's kind of cool. Your brother at? I want to go in the water. Shit, we are getting fucking inundated with enemies right now.
You died today.
Like shooting acid at me or something. I don't know what the fuck that is that they spit. Trying to dodge it. I have another gun that I had to try. Can't remember now. Got the sword. I really wanted to try this mag shot, but it takes 43 MI, whatever that is. This has got a slow fucking fire rate. It's got crazy recoil. Like if I go try, this is my normal handgun. I could be like, this got a silencer on it. Suppressor, I'm sorry. Same difference. I think fucking my girl's dying now. That does a lot of damage just coming here. Look at that, dude! Dude! So when you attack humans in this game, they can get injured and crawl away. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. This thing is so injured it's trying to crawl away. This is amazing. Look at him hold that gun right there in his side. Isn't that like fucking cool? Dude, that's crazy. What's up? Oh, what's up, Chaos?
I'm trying to look.
I'll put him out of his misery.
That chat. Where's Mike when you need him? He has those.
Oh, he doesn't want a piece.
What does it look like?
See, he doesn't want a piece. I've never seen it.
What does it look like when I put my glasses on?
What wig are you wearing there? It's making me want to eat some Skittles all of a sudden. That's a look. Actually, there's a P90 with a handguard that looks very similar to that gun. To this one right here. Yeah, I think this is a cool looking gun. This is the only legendary weapon that I consistently use. It looks like a My Little Pony horse came on his head. Dude, it does look like My Little Pony. That's funny. I just like how I can, there's like no recoil at all really on this at all. I've modded the fuck out of this gun where I can just like, when I'm doing stealth stuff, it's pretty quiet, right? So I can fuck some people up before they even know what's going on. I need to remember what those fibrous plants, I need to get that fiber that's on this planet here. I gotta figure that out. That's your work wig? Meaning when you're in your band? Like when you're working in your band, you rock the wig? I'm not gonna dox you, but there's another job I knew that you would that you've worked in the past, which I don't think you work at anymore. I'm assuming you wouldn't wear something like that for that job. P90 real life has a 50 round mag capacity, so this gun is less cool than the real gun. There's a couple cool guns in this game. This is my favorite gun right here. I don't have any ammo for it. This guy is a little tiny shotgun. And I can just like pop, 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 pop. And then there's this guy. This is another shotgun. But this like shoots out like ballistic ammo, but also some like energy shit. This particular gun is it won't kill anything. So this like sends off like what would you call it, like electromagnetic like attacks or whatever, and you can like knock someone out and like arrest them. And then I got this mag sniper, which is like a crazy looking gun. Got a cool sound to it. But yeah, I generally rock this gun. Also, if you look at the scope, this is one thing I love about this game. Like, where's the sun at? Oh, it's right above me. Look at that. It does an actual, like, real-time reflection. So let's say I got the sun in the scope there, the clouds. That's pretty cool, right? I think they get, like, little details like that is what I really like about this game. Let's see if I can... Oh my god. You can just hear all this shit scurrying across the planet. Like little lobster dudes. Flocking scorpion scavenger. I'm not even gonna fuck with that. I wanted to see if I could see that thing on the ground that I killed, or if it just reflects. I think that's it right there. That thing right. See, that's the creature, right? It might be too small for you guys. Yeah, I don't think that was the creature. That's the trees behind me. So here's the creature right there. And if I go like this, I guess that's him right there, maybe? Or maybe it doesn't do it. Maybe it just does like here's a dude coming at me right now. Can I see him? I can't fucking see him. Shut up. Well, either way, it does the sun. I think it does the sun, and it does like general like environmental stuff, which I think is cool. The only game I know that does that like perfectly, like there's like the scope is like it's like a physicalized scope. Like it, I don't know how to explain this. Like, you know, when I zoom in here, this is like a different UI, right? It's just zooming it in, it creates a UI. Star Citizen, the way they're doing their scopes, it's like you're using like an actual scope. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like they put like a magnifier in the weapon and you're looking down the magnifier. It's like more, I'm explaining this really poorly, but it's not like it's not like they're faking it, if that makes any sense. Chaos says, no, I've never left the house like that. That's good. Although you could probably pull it off. I feel like you're an affable enough guy where you could make a couple jokes about it. And people be like, oh, okay, that's cool. This is what the fiber shit looks like. Okay, so it looks like a bunch of purple stuff hanging off everywhere. So this is, I want to acquire a bunch of this right here before I go to the mission location. So we're looking for that purple shit. Sometimes it's easier to find it. So instead of being in scan mode all the time, it's easier to like notice things if you're looking for like a shape or a color. So that's kind of what I have to get out of my vehicle, unfortunately, to pick it up, but that is what it is. I kind of hope they add like more attachments maybe to this vehicle where you can get it to maybe look differently, or maybe you can have stuff where you can like pick up things in the environment without leaving the seat. Maybe I can drive up right next to it and my passenger can like grab it, or maybe there's like a tool I can use where it will grab it, because they have like this back seat here where that Vasco can sit in. I can't store anything in the vehicle, which I think is weird. I should be able to like offload stuff back here. Like, I feel like they rushed it a little bit and they didn't add in some of the features that you think the vehicle should have. What I do like about the vehicles is how they react differently depending on the gravity of the planet, if it's rocky, if it's icy, what degree of icy, is it like in a deep freeze? Like, so they do a decent job at that, which is pretty cool. And sometimes, like right now I'm driving around, you can see like grass moving. They do that for most things in the vehicle. So there is some cool shit that they do in this game with the vehicle. But I feel like it should take damage. I should have to be cognizant of where I'm driving, how I'm driving, if I run into things, if animals are chasing me. Like right now, if these animals attack me, the vehicle doesn't do damage. I do damage. Hey, leave my vehicle alone. What the fuck? Look at that. It's like an octopus. Pingman never got his space license. At least I'm finding a decent amount of fiber here, which is pretty cool. Is that it? Alright. On the road again. I think like if I shoot this leg, that leg should independently move. Yeah, so they got some decent physics in the game, but it's like inconsistently implemented. Like I'll show you what I mean. So the guy, you saw me shoot it and it moved, right? I'm in the vehicle, right? It moves, it reacts to the vehicle. I literally can fuck this dude up and like I'm stuck on him right now. Right? So that thing is physicalized for my vehicle. Now watch this. Get out. I should walk right through him. See? Like why? Why? You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? I was almost dead, by the way. I don't understand Bethesda. Why do they physicalize it through the vehicle, through my weapons, but not me? I can walk right through them. And the other side of that coin is that when there's like dead bodies, like human bodies, I can walk right through them. But if there's no gravity, if it's 0G, then they're physicalized, and you push them around in 0G. I don't understand their decision making. I'm assuming there's something to do with resource allocation, and they're just making concessions, right? And like this game is not that great from an optimization standpoint. They have more to do, but I just feel like they have all this physicalized shit in place. All this stuff that I like exists, but it exists inconsistently, and I don't really get that. Because it looks cool. Like the way the car moves the grass, it looks fine. Like look at these guys, the grub grazer. Okay, that was weird. He's a highly rated grub grazer. Looks like he's moving pretty slow. What's he give? He gives off cosmetic. And like I feel like the game should have gore. I don't understand that either. Like, you know, I don't know. I'm nitpicking. Like it's a good game. It's just there's lots of things about this game. Like imagine in 0G and you blow someone to bits and you see like all their pieces of them just like floating everywhere. Like that would be pretty cool. It'd be disgusting and gory, right? But you know, it'd be pretty cool. I don't know. It's the game that Todd wanted to make. And then they got stuff like this. Like this looks cool. Like riding in the vehicle, like first person. I normally don't do it because there's more like it's easier to like navigate, right? But it definitely looks cool. I wish I could turn my head more and like see, like I can't even see who I'm sitting next to. I can't see my hands on the because the way the game does navigation, that's not what I meant to press. The way the game does navigation is like he has like these handles, so which is kind of weird. And that's how he like, I guess he turns that and then that does something else, you know, and he's got some foot pedals, right? And then she's holding on over here. But why can't I see that shit? Why can't I see like this dashboard? Like does this dashboard, did it even write stuff on there? Is it legible? Like look, it's legible. Why can't it? Battery cycle, prime heater, fuel enable, hold, elect reset, maybe electricity, propellant flow, coolant vent, disable warning, shut down all, power, fire systems, different modes, A through G, bank, I'm assuming it's a battery bank, A through G. We have cabin, cooling, off, de-ice, override, heat, cruise, scanner, and then I don't know what this is, CMPTR, computer maybe? Like they have all this detail and they won't even let you look at it when you're in the vehicle. Like why? Like it's cool. Like all that shit's really cool to look at. You know? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I know I'm nitpicking. I know most people don't care about this shit. I'm just saying, I don't understand, like, I don't know. I think companies should lean, if you're showing detail, lean into it. Show the detail. Let people embrace the detail. You know, like do that. Do that, because it's cool. And even if you, hey, what's up, Ren? Oh, going for a jog. Is maybe me that's making him jog there. You never know. Actually, I don't. Actually, I try not to punish you, Ren. I think I've made you jog before. But in general, I don't want to punish you. Anyways. Halo Warthog. Hell yeah. Saber says maybe for gameplay purposes, stuff gets stuck in doorways and such. That's probably exactly what it is, Saber, but my mindset is like, you can move everything in this game. You can grab it and move it. What if it's really big? You should be able to ask your companion, hey, help me move this thing, you know? And like you can pull it out of the way. And that creates these dynamic situations where you're like, fuck, I'm stuck in here. I killed this big ass alien. He's blocking the door. How the fuck do I get out of here? Now you got to figure out how to get out of there. Like, to me, that's fun gameplay. Solving problems, right? Let me create a problem that's unique and dynamic to my playthrough that maybe the next guy didn't experience. But it happened because I killed this alien, a big fucking fat alien in the doorway. Let me deal with it, right? Why is that a problem? I feel like that's a good thing. That's a positive for your game. All right, this thing's it's creeping up on me. And I know it's nitpicky. I'm just saying that's what I would want. You know? What the fuck? I thought I landed on the right planet. Did I not? It shows that I'm supposed to go back to my ship. Go to Crucible. Isn't that where the fuck I'm at? Game? Alright, I'm gonna go to this rock. I'm gonna try to get to the top of this thing, actually. I don't know if I can. I might start sliding backwards. Let's see. Can I make it up? I'm losing control. I think I got it, though. The gravity's low enough on here that it's, yeah, boy! There we go. Yeah, I want to go there. I want to check that out. This game needs more hot alien bitches. Yeah, I mean, it could use... I mean, let's be honest. Well, it's... I mean, like... something about Mass Effect, right? When you play through that, you can import your game save from Mass Effect 1, your decisions from Mass Effect 1 to 2 to 3, right? And the relationships you develop through those 3 games. It's not just the physicality and like whatever sexual lure they try to provide to the characters. It's also, you know, you get to know these characters a little bit, and you know, there's something to that. And I feel like games like Mass Effect, this Dragon Age that's coming out, I feel like, you know, BioWare does a decent job at trying to develop those relationships in a way that are at least more interesting and more enjoyable. I wish, I don't think, fuck man, can you think of a single relationship that you've had in a Bethesda game that you can actually look back on and say like, that I like that, you know? Well, let's look at let's wait. Let's hold out, Saber, and see what the new Dragon Age has to offer. Great Ren says thanks for shouty. Of course, man. When are you gonna start streaming again, Ren? I fucking miss you, dude. I hope it's soon. Every time I talk to you, I know. Every time you hop on someone's stream, they probably tell you, "Hey, when are you gonna stream again?" And you're probably like, "Man, these guys need to stop asking me when I'm gonna stream again. It's getting annoying." But I'm just gonna ask you anyways. I'm well aware that maybe you don't like it. But, you know, tough cookies, right? This thing is like chasing me right now. Oh, shit. Hey, get off of me. Where's his buddy at? Thought he had a friend. You got a friend in me. Oh, that's cool. There's some water up here. Water! I would have sworn on everything that he had a buddy with him. Did he not? Am I losing my mind? Oh, maybe that's him right there. Yeah, that's him. 85. I knew he was high level. All right, let's try to snipe his bitch ass. Put it right through the spinal cord. thing's trying to dodge, is he not?
We can pause for a moment.
Cool. That was cool. Does the guy turn the steering wheel when he drives? It's like a handle, but I don't know if he. You know what? Let's watch that next time. Let's see if he actually turns it. That's kind of what I was. Well, this is kind of cool. So a survivor took a shelter here. He's got some eggs. I'll eat those eggs. He's got bandages. Fuck yeah on the bandages. I'll take that. He's got a buried handgun there. Antibiotic paste, sparkling water. He's got some soup, some miso soup. Got a bunch of soiled clothes, it looks like. Where's his body at, though? Find his body. Might be down here somewhere. Did you just call that alien the F word? What's the F word? If you're talking about the F word that's got some G's in it, no. Definitely not. Definitely not. There's a couple words that not only do I not say, I get really irritated when other people say them. That's why I say words like cunt and stuff like that, because I won't say like the F word. Oh. Talking about fat aliens blocking doors. Yeah, I did say that. But yeah, like I don't like when people say F with the G's, N with the G's, and the R word. That one irritates me a lot. Some people say that and they don't realize like that's people who are like have mental, you know, like learning disabilities or whatever. Like that's fucking mean, man. So those are the only words that like annoy me when people say them. Oh yeah, I know it's a joke, Saber. I just use it as a springboard to talk about what I want to talk about, right? Starship Troopers, yeah. These guys are really weird looking. Alright, let's see if he actually turns the handle, right? So what we're looking at is we want to pay attention to this right here. So he's got some handle here. I don't know what this is for. Is that for the boost? Maybe. Does he do all the steering with this thing right here? Oops. Like this guy right here? Is that where all the steering takes place? I don't think he's moving it. I think Bethesda's like, we'll just have his hand connect to it. And he's actually not going to... I don't think he's doing it. Shit. Can you guys see? Oh! I complained before that I couldn't see the dashboard. Now I can. I guess it's because I'm on a decline here. Use the force. Yeah, I don't think he's turning it. That's a little lazy, I think, by Bethesda. I feel like I nitpicked the fuck out of this game, though. I could make a page of probably a two-sheeter of all the things I wish they did differently, and I think this game would be amazing. And you know the other thing about that, though, is I also think that people that don't give a shit about space sims would accept that this game's got some simulation aspects, and they would adapt to it, and maybe, just maybe, they would like it. And if they didn't like it, at least they would appreciate it, right? And they would see like where the devs are maybe coming from. Like, why do you always have to like bend the knee to the lowest common denominator? You know what I mean? Just make your game, you know? That's what I'm getting at. Make your game the way you want to make it. And if they don't like it, who gives a fuck? Games, I think games should be made more for like niche audiences. You shouldn't always try to like satisfy. Like, you shouldn't try to check every box, right? That's the whole point of it. Everyone finds the games that they like to play. That way you can lean really hard into what makes this game unique. I don't know. Maybe that's silly. That's what I think. Where the fuck is that thing at that I was driving towards? I thought it was right here. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the ship. I probably shouldn't be fucking around planet side because I think that render is still going on. Like, Rin, I did something really stupid, man. Well, I wouldn't say it was stupid, but I'm rendering something right now in the background as I'm playing this game, and it's causing my CPU to like, my FPS is like dropped. Like right now it's like 60 lower than it normally would be. And I'm at 88 Celsius, which is like right where, like, if I get on my ship, it'll calm down a little bit. So that's what I should do. And then check on the render and see which time's left. So we're gonna head back to the ship. Before we do that, we're gonna look at this surface map here, because I thought I landed at the Crucible. So we have natural, we have a landing area, we have a rock formation, boneyard. I've already been there. Been there. Yeah, I don't see whatever the Crucible is. I don't see it. Ren loves nut in his mouth. You already had one suspension, Saber. You're trying to work on another one. Ronald McDonald. You guys like McDonald's? Like if you were intoxicated, would you get like a hankering for a Big Mac and the McDonald's fries? Or no? I still probably should grab some more fiber if I see it, but let's do it when we get over this ridge here. Whoa, look at what are these guys doing? I thought they were like eating something. They're like fighting or something. That's weird. Use the Force. Bring back gatekeeping. This doesn't work that way with shareholder. Yeah, exactly. That's actually why indie games are probably gaining in popularity, is because they're not beholden to the bottom line. You know, you can make unique games, and the technology is also improving when it comes to like the software, like Unreal. The power that the Unreal Engine has, you know, where anyone can make a AAA game now. You have the wherewithal, the know-how, right? So I feel like maybe that's the only answer to these big AAA studios. That, like, look at Ubisoft, what's happening to them, you know? Like, what a shell of a company that used to be, right? Like, what a fucking shell.
Give up already.
The fuck was that noise? Is that Vasco? Oh, shit. Good job, Vasco. Way to defend the ship. Alright. Let's go offload some shit. Let's go sell some shit. Let's go make those upgrades that we were working on. I love how Ubisoft shareholder thing after Star Wars Outlaws was like, the initial sales of Star Wars Outlaws was softer than projected or some shit. Also known as it bombed. Grifters. Yeah, they're all grifters. I haven't had McDonald's in like 12 years. Wow. That's impressive. I don't know how long it's been for me. It's been a hot minute as well. Maybe not 12 years, but definitely up there. Let me hop up here for 1 second. I think maybe I got some materials to put in here. Alright, so we have a stimulant, and that's it. Okay, we'll just offload the stimulant. Over here we got all the membranes. Wrap that up right there. Fuck yeah. So we just need stimulant, aurora, and whiteout. And I don't know how to make those. Check that really quick right here at the pharmaceutical lab. So let's see. Aurora is stimulant. Jasmine oil, benzene, and a hallucinogen. So I got plenty of the hallucinogens. I don't know where the fuck I get stimulant, the jasmine oil from. I probably have a bunch of benzene back at the base, so I'm not going to worry about that. What about whiteout? Toxin, squall, and stimulant. And it looks like I can't make squall, so I maybe have to buy that. Rin says I would just get pizza. Pizza sounds good. Technically, Baldur's Gate 3 was an indie game. That's true. There's so much good food around here. There's zero reason to waste my life getting trash food. Yeah. A lot of people like that slop. Yeah. Well, it's like sometimes when you're drinking, stuff like junk food, like trash food, becomes appealing. That's kind of what I was getting at. Like, what's the trash food that you eat when you're intoxicated? Or like, what is there anything that like, you know, appeals to you when you're intoxicated? Slappy tappy. All right, let me just pull this up. Why can't I? Here we go. Dude, I'm like where I'm supposed to be. Apparently not. So this game's kind of weird. So ever since they did the update with the vehicle, like before, like you can land anywhere you want on a planet, right? But you're in a small square. And when you're in the
a rather large amount of security for such a small place.
When you're in the vehicle, that square is actually bigger. Like I'm talking about this right here. So this square, it actually moves. There's more stuff over here that I can see. And I think that's new ever since they added the vehicle. So your square is bigger in all directions, right? But you still eventually you'll hit a wall where the game's like, hey, you need to fly and land there if you want to go further. Or you need to pick a spot on the map, right? So like if I was going to a location on this map, right? Like right here, I'm right here. And like let's say like I land where my circle's at right now. I can navigate a lot of it, but if I want to go further, you have to move it up like a smidge and go to that spot, or however big it is. Who knows how big it is? So, but technically you can land whatever the fuck you want. My mindset is, why can't I drive the vehicle and hit the wall and it just gives me a quick loading screen if that's what they need to do to load the next section, right? Or maybe get rid of the loading screens altogether for that shit. I mean, I understand that like that's like was a knock that this game was getting, is that there's so many loading screens. They're actually pretty slow on PC, like, or pretty fast rather. Like it's not a big deal. Okay, it looks like I gotta talk to this guy. So I'll ditch the vehicle. It's a robot. Saber says I don't drink, so I don't have any food. I like to eat when intoxicated. That's fair. What about when you're like high or something? You ever smoke the Mary Jane? I'm already a terrible human being sober. Me drinking sound. Yeah, that might be a bad idea. Rin says me and a buddy had some truck stand food, chicken sandwiches, some crazy fries, good intoxication food. Did that give you some mad shits? Saber asks Rin, have you ever drank? What's this guy's name? Tobias.
This feels vaguely like one of those situations that ends with, and they were never heard from again.
Please identify purpose or depart.
Well, I received your distress call, buddy.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency request. Explanation deemed acceptable. Clearance granted to Crucible. Outsider will deliver 150 units of copper. Compensation will be
Who the fuck is this person?
Tobias, stand down. We have a visitor.
Reminder, deliver required material.
Get some bad vibes right now.
This is incredible. For so long we hoped for any visit, and the day has finally arrived.
Now this is a better reception. Your robot needs to learn some manners. Charybdis is really out of the way. You must not see many people. What is this place? I'll give her some compliment. Good reception.
I wish it were even better.
Oh yeah?
Your arrival is truly an historic one, but many fear what it portends.
I like how
Societies
Andrea
close their doors
is like
and
just
are
standing right in
arguing
front of
about
her.
what to do. while the
Or
rest
Andrasia,
hide to see
however you
which
say her
way the
name.
wind blows. Franklin would know what to do. He's the oldest among us.
Dude.
You should talk with him.
Fucking space, man. 6 feet. Why are people hiding?
Crucible is a tinderbox.
Yeah,
and
my
any
companion's
spark
just
will set it
fucking
off.
staring me down right
Still
now.
recovering from a deadly conflict.
Normally she
that
like
happened
stands
3
next to
years
me.
ago.
I don't know why she stood
Far
there.
fewer of us are here to greet you today because of it.
What do you mean by societies?
Most of us are like me, free and unaligned. But there are 3 societies that are oft at odds with one another. The believers, the pragmatists, and the renegades. It would be wise to meet each of them. Franklin leads the pragmatists. Give it time, and I'm sure the others will come out.
Okay.
For curiosity's sake, if nothing else.
We got some squabbling going on here. Alright, that's fair. Her name is Ada. Maybe I'll wear some attire that matches the location I'm at. Could wear my mercenary outfit. You don't want to fuck with me? You want to fuck with me? Go with the poncho. Systef crew uniform. We'll go poncho. I haven't rocked the poncho in a hot minute. Try to fit in with the people. Let me peer in your windows. Alright, so this guy has a thing over his head here.
Non-res unit is busy.
Alright. Deliver. Oh, he wants copper. That's right. Shit. I may have some copper on my ship. I'll come back, buddy, and see if I can get you some copper. Let's try to find this Franklin guy. Wherever he's at. Place is big. There's Ada. So we got some workstation stuff right here. We have another robot.
No queries are being answered at this time. Do not leave Crucible. Warning delivered.
Do not leave Crucible. Is that he's not allowed to leave or I'm not allowed to leave? It's not cool. Alright. Guess I gotta start looking around for Franklin. Look at this guy. It's Franklin. Let me fix my third person camera. I usually like a little bit closer. Like 75. Yeah.
When your ship landed, I feared the robots would shoot you on sight. I am greatly relieved that they let you enter our community, but you come during a delicate time. Everyone will seek to use your arrival to further their own ends.
I'll be careful then. That's a weird old-time outfit, and your accent is odd. You don't control the robots, and you don't seek to use me? Let me ask about the robots.
No, we most certainly do not. Our relationship with them is a matter of some debate.
Interesting.
You ask a question you already know the answer to. Yes, of course. I have need of you. But if you have a good heart and a quick mind, I am sure you will see my point of view. Where to begin? Maybe an introduction? I am Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
What?
Leader of the Pragmatist Society.
Dude, is this guy... Is he a fucking, like, cyborg?
Well, it is gratifying that even after all these years, my name isn't entirely forgotten. You see, I was an American president. Well, not literally, but in a sense I was. Everyone that lives here are clones. Some of us are clones of the greatest figures of history.
I fucking called it.
Others,
fucking clones.
well, we don't rightly know. When we die, and some of
That's
us
Kevin
die
Spacey.
quite often, we are brought back.
Do you think?
cannot imagine how strange this
you
must
think Kevin
sound to
Spacey's
an
guilty?
outsider.
Do you think he did it?
You need not imagine. I can assure
You
you.
think he's a bad guy, or
this
do you
is
think he
all
should get another
exceedingly
chance?
Strange, baffling, even.
I don't know if you saw that. So one cool thing in the game is your companion can interject sometimes, and he actually looks at her when she's talking. He'll look at her and listen to her, and sometimes responds to her. All of this is hard to believe. I've encountered stranger things. I want to know why you people, who you people are, and what's going on. So, are you a real president or of the old United States? Well, he's a clone, so that's kind of a weird question. Medicine. To have such advanced cloning technology is unheard of. How? Yeah, let's ask that. So this is medicine because I've developed a skill set, so it gives me a different dialogue option.
Is it? I wish I could illuminate you on this, but we are as ignorant of the technology which brought us into being as we are of the outside world.
Okay. I want to know who you people are and what's going on.
I could see how confusing this may be, even frustrating. But if it's any consolation, many of us feel the same, and we live here. After decades, centuries, of trying to figure it out ourselves, there is so very much we don't know either. The robots clone us for a reason.
The robots clone
Their
them.
so-called mission.
That is weird.
What that is and what we should do about it is something the societies disagree about. Sometimes violently. It's best you meet with the other societies, and after, I promise I'll explain the
This is kind of cool.
position on matters.
This reminds me of there's a mission in Fallout 4 that's not exactly like this, but kind of down these lines. Saber says it's also strange that all the accusers are mysteriously dying and the cases are getting closed because you're right. There was some weird shit that was going on with that. Very strange. Do you think he's part of some? Do you think he's part of some, like, not Illuminati, but like some special community or whatever? Empress, hello there. How are you? I'm doing well. How are you? Are you a fan of Starfield? Not one accuser died. Not two accusers died. 3 accusers died. That is crazy. Is he is he affiliated with Scientology?
Is something the matter?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm glad you're doing well. Right now we're trying to, this is my first time playing Starfield. I'm trying to beat it before the DLC comes out. I'm going kind of slow though. I'm level, I think 66 or 67 right now. So I got a couple main missions left. I've completed all the side quests I can and everything. Like, all I have right now is a couple activities. This is one of them, was to come to this distress call on this planet that has these clones. I don't know if you've done this yet. Maybe I should have asked you how far you were along. I don't want to give any spoilers away. I can't wait to see who I get to meet next. I'll hold you to that promise, Franklin. I don't want to be passed off to others and want answers now.
I do have other business.
Do you, Franklin? You have other business? I'm going to ask about the mission.
Well, it is one of the few concrete things we know about Crucible. If you want to truly know about the mission, the believers will tell you all about it.
Saber says, strange is all I'm saying. All within a 2-year period. Yeah, I agree. It's very strange.
Talking about it.
Empress says you're in your third playthrough. That's awesome.
I'll share my position.
I'm still on my first playthrough, Empress, and I have 500 hours in this game, to give you an idea of how slow I'm playing it. I can't wait to see who I get to meet next.
Be careful what you wish for. Word has been sent, so the street should
This
be
guy's,
full again. There is
something's
more
going
I
on
would
here with
talk
them.
with you about, but I would not take advantage of your ignorance. Go speak with the Monarinas and Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan? Holy shit. I don't know who a Monarinas is. Anyone who, if Tommy was still here, he would know who that is. Ooh.
Are you sure you want to take a chance?
God damn it. Can I go talk to him and apologize? Can we talk? Okay, I fucked up. I fucked up. Whoopsie daisy. I saw coffee. I took coffee. Did not realize. Should not take the coffee. Why did I take the coffee? I don't know why I took the coffee. What's done? That's one of my screenshots right there. Damn it. Okay, apparently that reload is the wrong one. Damn it. I gotta go back to this one right here, which is... Fuck. It didn't give me an option to resolve things with them, right? I wanted to, like, say, hey, I'm sorry I touched your coffee. Like, maybe I could have manipulated him. I think I have some of those, All right, what do I have on me right now? I have a bunch of shit. I do. Fuck. All right, whatever. I made a mistake. I will learn from that. I need to start saving, especially if I'm about to do a mission. I need to save. That way that type of stuff won't happen again.
Captain?
There we go. I don't think I have any weapons to offload, although I think I'll offload this one since I don't have any ammo for it. Let's offload all those resources. That should be good.
Hello again.
Going. Hello to you. Well, that's pretty cool, Empress, that you're on your 3rd playthrough. I think this game's awesome. I think it's underrated. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I think it's a really good game. I mean, considering that I'm 500 hours in and I still haven't completed my first playthrough, that's crazy to have 3. The only thing I can think of is maybe if you're skipping content, I guess on secondary and 3rd playthroughs, maybe you don't do all the side quests or whatnot. So maybe there's that. So maybe that's how she can get through some, or she just plays it all the time. Alright, I'm gonna button through some of this stuff since I need to catch up to where I was at.
Acknowledging receipt. Exclamation.
Let's see if she's gonna stay back there, maybe.
Granted to Crucible. Outsider will.
Tobias, stand down. We have a visitor.
Yes,
Reminder,
we do.
Deliver required material. End of conversation.
End of conversation.
This is.
It is
so
incredible.
long.
Better reception, thank you.
I wish it were your
Yep.
arrival.
Yep.
The societies.
Yep.
While the rest hide to. Franklin would know. Crucible is a tinderbox.
Tinderbox.
And any spark will
I
set
missed
it
this
off.
earlier.
We're still recovering from a deadly conflict that happened 3 years ago.
Tinderbox.
Far
So
fewer
it's
of us are
raining
here
right
to
now.
greet you today because of it. Give it time, and for curiosity's sake.
Okay.
This feels vaguely like one of those situations that ends with, and they were never heard from again.
That's pretty funny. That is funny. Alright, let's hop in here. The Rogue Trader DLC came out yesterday, and so far so good. Glad you're liking it. Alright. Okay. So we will not make that same mistake again that we just made. You'd appreciate Rogue Trader. Here, since he's wearing a suit, do I have a suit that I can I try to, like, dress up to his level? I don't think I have. I mean, I have, like, these futuristic suits. Maybe I'll go with a SysDef crew member. Or maybe I'll go back to the poncho. Kind of like the poncho. Although the poncho makes me want to play Star Wars. See how close I can get to him before he backs up.
When your ship landed, I feared the robots would shoot you on sight. I am greatly relieved that they let you enter our community.
I'll button through some of this. Since I just did this a second ago. Let's see. You don't control the robots?
No,
well, we have a
certainly do
strange
not.
relationship. You don't seek to use me? Yes, I do.
Yes, of course. But if you have,
what's with your accent?
where to begin? I am
Franklin D. Roosevelt. I've heard that name before.
It is. You see,
I was an American president, and this is where he says I'm a clone.
When we die, I cannot.
You need not imagine. I can assure you, this is all exceedingly strange. Baffling, even.
Okay. I'll pick something different here. I'll pick, I kind of want to do medicine.
Is it? I wish I could illuminate you on this.
Oh, that's right. You didn't give me any information.
We are
there.
as ignorant of the technology.
This is literally a House of Cards reference. This guy is named Franklin. Kevin Spacey's character in House of Cards was Francis. Dude, do you think the other characters are going to be similar to other House of Cards characters? I think I watched maybe the first couple seasons of that. I don't know how many seasons that went, to be honest. But
now there is the question, isn't it? I do not have FDR's memories, but I know every nuance of his life and times. Well, it's as much as history recalls.
House of Cards, first 3 seasons. Yeah, I agree. What's her face?
Undeniable affinity towards him. But
there was what was her name?
Man,
the
not all of us see it.
The actress
that way.
on the show that got pushed in front of the subway. I can't remember her name. It's maybe Katie something. Oh my god, I can't remember her name. I think she's beautiful. So when that was shocking when she died. Sorry, spoilers if you haven't seen that show. Kate Mara, maybe? Is it Kate Mara? Okay, I was close. Yeah, I think she's beautiful. There's a Craig Ferguson episode she was on where she was quite lovely in that. I want to know who you people are and what's going on.
I could see how confusing this may be, even frustrating. But if it's any consolation, many of us feel the same. And we live
so, Empress, if you're still there and you did 3 playthroughs, are you doing all the side quests? Or are you skipping side quests? Are you making like completely different decision like you making different no spoilers on the ending because I have no idea how this game ends. But I'm assuming maybe you've done so many because there's different ways you can take the story towards the end, maybe, possibly, and that's why you did so many playthroughs. I'd be curious to know about that, like what type of replay. I mean, aside from making your character the way you want, right? If you want to RP like, more of a stealth character or, whatnot. Use your fists more than your mind type of deal. Like you can kind of go those different routes with your character, but. Aside from that replayability, I'm curious if there's like story replayability. Let's see. What can you tell me about the mission?
Well, it is
Kate
one
Mara
of the
also
few
Luke's wife's
concrete
name?
things we know about Crucible.
Sure.
If you want to truly know about the mission, the believers will tell you all about it. In fact, it can be hard to get them to stop talking about it. After you meet with them, I'll share my position.
Okay. Can't wait to see who I get to meet next. I'll hold you that promise, Franklin.
Please do.
All right.
Word has been sent, so the street should be full again. There is more I would talk with you about, but I would not take advantage of your ignorance. Go speak with the Monarinas and Genghis Khan.
Do you know who a Monarinas is, Saber? I know who Genghis Khan is, but Amon Arenas, I'm guessing, is some famous... Alright, don't steal the coffee. Maybe this is Amon Arenas in here? Is Amon Arenas, is that a Native American name? Almost sounds like it's Spanish or something.
Roosevelt
This person's glitching out right here.
that really cares about us
I think
as
they want to
people.
sit in the seat right here, and it's not. The seat's like pushed too far forward, so it's glitching them out. That's what it looks like. Just seeing what type of shit they have inside here. It's Mara Jade. I was close. I'm just seeing the stuff that they got here. Also looking for magazines. Always looking for magazines. See you, Franklin.
Welcome to town, stranger.
Wyatt.
Consider me part of the
Wyatt Earp.
welcoming committee. The name's Wyatt Earp. And I'd be most
I just watched
pleased if you'd
Tombstone the
use
other
one of
day.
spare rooms during your
Tombstone
stay,
holds up, man. It was
for
good.
a
It was still good.
modest fee, of course.
Modest fee. I didn't figure White Earp would run a hotel. I thought White Earp was a sheriff. It's a real pleasure to meet you. I'm a big fan.
Oh, I'm not all that. Just had the good fortune to receive some good
He's
publicity.
wearing the same poncho I'm
But to
wearing.
the matter at hand, I'm more than
Got
a
different pants on,
humble
though,
innkeep.
I think.
I do the best I can to uphold the law, but the societies make that difficult. I expect I've had as much success restraining Genghis as the Chinese did. I do what I can. Roosevelt and I are both of the same mind on that.
I'll keep my law breaking to a minimum then.
I'm for whatever side wants to keep the peace. It means that the pragmatists and I are often on the same side of things, but you might be surprised the number of times I've had to ask some of them to back off some nonsense. That's a generous offer. I might take you up on it. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. And by the by, I may have access to some essentials I've picked up over the years. Happy to sell them to you.
Oh, yeah?
Of course.
What do you have for sale? So he's got some alien broth, liquor, pie, scramble. Look at that pie. Like a meat pie. Alien kebabs. Alien jerky in a vacuum sealed pouch. That's pretty cool. Got some stew. Alien stew. Look at those little tentacles. Oh, that's nasty. Some stir fry. Alien tea. Oh, that's kind of cool. The Sweet Baby Inc. employee did some presentation where they said, "We want cooler stories, a safer world, burning the games industry to the..." What? What does that even mean? That doesn't make any sense. Creature jam? Oh, I love the things in this game. Spread creature jam on toast, add it to your breakfast, or simply dig in with a spoon and enjoy. Do not consume if you have any food allergies. I'm gonna buy it. Got some crispy alien nuggets. Chicken nuggets sound kind of good, actually. Got some nutrients, sedatives, trauma packs. Xeno Worst. Sausages made from seasoned alien meat. I love it. He doesn't have anything I need, though. Is there a lot of crime here?
It runs hot and cold. During usual times, it's an occasional scuffle. Maybe a black eye when an argument gets out of hand. And then a society goes on a rampage and it's Tombstone all over. I hope your arrival keeps things on an even keel.
Sweet Baby Inc. is a collection of insane people trying to manifest their self-worth into existence. Yeah. The thing that annoys me with that type of stuff is there might be some like legitimate arguments or points, or at least some of their argument, if they dialed it back a little bit, would be a legitimate argument, and they ruin their messaging by going so extreme and so aggressive on things, and some things that just don't make any fucking sense, that they ruin like people that things about the game industry that should be better, right? And that's the type of stuff that annoys me with things like that. Racist gone racist. I mean, yeah.
Pleasure talking with you.
Yeah, there's definitely, like they fucking, I don't know if they went after KCD too, but people have gone over KCD multiple times. I'm like, dude, this game takes place in 1400 Bohemia. It's all white people, for the most part. Like there's some, when you're, like the Mongols or whatever, like you have, or the, not the Mongols, I'm sorry, the, whatchamacallit, starts with an H. I can't, my brain is mush now. But, humans, I'm sorry, not an H. Why was I thinking H? Oh, I know why I'm thinking H. It's on the tip of my tongue right now. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy. I'll remember in a second. Either way.
If you had a life sentence, wouldn't you
why
do
would you
anything
like
to be free?
I don't know. I'm not gonna go down that road. I just think it's stupid. Like there's games. Don't try to make people in the Czech Republic who are trying to tell a story about Czech history, make them adapt their game to something that doesn't make any sense. They're trying to make it an historical game, you know? Like, come on. And not every game has to check a box, right? Like, you can... I don't know. I just think people need to calm the fuck down. There's games for everyone. There's different genre. There's genres of every type of game you can think of. There's, different ways you can play games. Like, not every game has to be the same and have all the same options and have all the same degrees of diversity or whatever. And if you say that, here's the real kicker. If you say things like that, it doesn't mean that you're arguing against diversity or against those things. I think it's really unfair to like lump people up into that type of shit, right? And act like people are not supportive of those things. You're actually pushing people away who are supportive. That's what you're doing. You're pushing them away. This guy was saying Quentin Tarantino was problematic for making Django Unchained because it's not his story to tell. Oh my God. Tell that to Samuel L. Jackson and what's his face, Jamie Foxx, who defend Quentin Tarantino like crazy in regards to that movie. It's fighting fire with gasoline strategy, yeah. The pragmatist. FDR may hide it, but he is quick to draw a blade his eye. His greatest weakness is this mask of civility. Yet he has bested my previous lives at every turn. As much as I despise it, it may be his greatest strength too. He tells people what they want to hear, and they eagerly soak it in. Flattery, two-faced lies. In every battle we've had traitors he gets to. Supposedly, this is written from the desk of Genghis Khan. He has learned English, apparently. I want to shake them. Actually, I shouldn't say that because they said that they're clones, but they don't have their memories. They just know all about them. Which maybe isn't the same as memories. I don't know. Maybe it's not. But they have the DNA of these people. I want to shake them, make them see these are lies. Why do you trust the machines? The machines that kill us, the machines that hobble us, but they are too far gone. And Amana Reyes is the worst of them. There's no convincing them. I'll free them in spite of themselves, even if I have to kill every last one of them to make it so. I talk with Ada. It amuses me how nervous I make Miss Lovelace. Ada Lovelace. That sounds familiar. But she intrigues me. The robots taught me little of new science, so I pieced it together with talks with her, and last night Ada told me of her theories about cloning, about this DNA. Now I wonder if I'm even a clone of Genghis. I know from my education that the real Genghis is a mysterious figure. No one knows where he was buried, where he was born, or almost anything. So how did they capture his DNA? Or did they? That's a good question. One way or the other, I may share some of his. Isn't Genghis Khan's DNA spread across more of the population than anyone else? Done with experiments. Found the clues I left for myself. Old Mongol trail signs invisible to the others. It is gratifying to know that I never fall in with the believers. I always rebel. I have tried so many ways to escape, but I cannot find a way. There is no way. The facility must be destroyed. That is the only path forward, but how? Okay, so he wants to blow shit up. Wyatt's surprise. Every week I visit Wyatt, he shows me the marvels of modern drink. So many flavors, so many varieties. Why did the robots give us such ample provisions in this department? Keep him in a stupor, keep him not thinking about things. Right. Wyatt surprised me with what he called cactus wine. We literally howled at the moon. I'll make a renegade of you at Wyatt. You deserve to be free. Okay. So he is an anarchist who wants to blow shit up. That is what I get from that. He wants to fucking V for Vendetta everything. And he's not inside here for some reason. That's his computer, but he's not here. Maybe he's hanging out with Wyatt. Alright.
You're the most exciting thing that's happened.
Maybe he wasn't there. Because I think that's just for the copper, yep. Let me go back in here. I wasn't looking at all the people's names.
The other societies.
That's a renegade.
This is a
renegade. Nobody's in there. Nobody's there. Genghis, you pooping? Alright. Not back there. I didn't see him back in his room. He's not sleeping in there. Ooh. Nothing worthwhile. I thought if it was like a legendary thing, then maybe I'd try to steal it. Alright, so he's not back here. Good old Genghis. It's pragmatist.
I just wish the
lone settler. Got pragmatist, renegade, believer, robot. What's up here? Got a dude here. Looks like he's sleeping in his chair.
Your arrival doesn't mean more violence.
It's a believer. Bathrooms. This building has a slightly different layout on the inside. I haven't found any magazines so far since I've been... I thought they'd at least put one magazine in this fucking place. Alright. Let's hop out the door here. So we check there, we check here, we check here. So I guess we go this way.
I just wish the societies
There's Wyatt. Lone settler.
If you had a life sentence,
Renegade.
wouldn't you do anything?
Renegade.
Free?
Pragmatist.
You can hear the howls
set.
at night.
Oh, it's a locked door.
The defenses
Don't get mad at me.
have to hold.
There's Wyatt. It's a big circular room with some door. Oh, this is okay. This is Wyatt's bar. So those are rooms you can rent if you want to sleep there.
Your arrival doesn't
Okay. Where the fuck is? Where the hell is Genghis at? Let me see. Here, I made the other mission active. Oh, this place is maybe bigger than I thought it was. Looks like there's a whole other building back here. Look at this. The new companion and rogue trader is this death cult chick who, when she has a bleeding effect on herself and gets a big damage buff, and she can turn her health into temporary health, where if she keeps doing damage, she maintains her health and she keeps doing more. That's kind of cool. So it's this interesting balance of how much of my health do I want to gamble with to go bananas on people. Yeah, I feel that. Why is he over the wall though, over here? Just hanging out here in the field.
Stranger! Weapons out! They come! There will be blood!
Whoa! Crazy.
I have seen a great many things in the settled systems. More than most.
The man from the stars.
And from the stars.
Come to see me. And you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I guess the world out there is not so different than here.
Like his little outfit.
Genghis Khan, a pleasure to meet you.
Luckily, she has a stupid high level of HP. I replaced my Inquisitor with her. So I'll be interested to see how she does in big fights. My Inquisitor was cool, but he was just like my secondary melee guy. Yeah, that makes sense. Balance out your team more. She seems way more built for that kind of fight, so I switched them out. Yep. I've always been a big fan of, like, don't double up on your strengths. You should balance out your lineup and then try to maximize the strengths within each individual contributor or whatnot. You're one of the most terrible butchers in all history.
Manners cost me nothing. But make no mistake, I will do whatever it takes to escape this prison. I am pleased that the dangers out here are of no concern to you.
My fucking PC temps are fucking high right now.
Yourself behind walls.
Let me check to see if that render is done. The render is completed. Why is it still fucking high then? Let me close this program down then. I'm not going to save the project. That may come back to bite me in the ass. I hope that doesn't kill my stream closing that down. That'd be funny. Alright, so hopefully that calms things down a little bit with the temperature. GPU temperature's fine. It's just the CPU is fucking flipping out right now. I have 2 purely melee, 2 purely ranged, and 2 mixed. Sounds like good balance. Do you have any like healers or anything like that? You handle yourself well out here. I still can't believe I'm meeting Genghis Khan. Keep your distance. I'm not sure I trust you. Why are you really out here?
I would provide fresh meat for my society, so we don't get fat off the robots. Franklin and I see eye to eye on very little, but even he appreciates this. And I always hope to see some means of escape. Perhaps our luck has finally changed.
So I'll probably give her some health packs. Technically, the blood chick also has really high medicine stat. There you go.
The robots taught me many things any Mongol would know. So, hunting game, even such as this, is little challenge to me. So Franklin told you of us. Oh, that we're clones? Some of us think that makes us special.
Lip syncing on this guy
That the
looks
deeds
great.
of our namesakes are somehow ours. But that is blind arrogance. We are just people. Same as you. Same as anyone.
By far, Bethesda's best facial animations. I think sharing the same DNA as such noteworthy people counts for something. I think the science would back your view. I'm surprised you didn't change your name then. So you really feel no connection to Genghis at all?
None at all. It is as if I were a student of his life and times from an early age. I know so much about him, but that doesn't mean I am him. I am me, and I am content with this.
Why do you dress like him then? Is that just to gamify it? It's really fun though. I think I'm like 100 hours in the game. Wow, it just came out, the DLC. So it's a pretty notably large game. That's pretty cool.
Would it? You would know better than I. But
The
all
question
this
is, why do they have
talk gets
different
us
accents if they all
nowhere.
grew up in the same place?
Too
Yeah,
many
exactly.
of the others grovel at the feet of the damned robots, trying to play their roles in a broken game.
Like I'd say,
the renegades will not
well,
submit.
let's think about that for a
And
second.
one day, we
If you're a
will be
clone,
free.
you're, for all intents and purposes, you are a clone, but you don't have any of the memories, right? To some degree, accent is, sorry, for a lot of a degree, accent is, it's environmental. It's where you're from, right? But probably some of it is DNA, right? Some of the way you would sound is influenced by that. But like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's not speaking, what was Genghis Khan, was he Chinese or whatever? He's speaking English. So it's like, obviously all these people grew up with English. Why are you dressing like him? Mongolian. Well, it was in Mongolia right next to China though. The same region, right?
You are not addled, are you?
Addled. You should leave. So is Crucible, but you wouldn't call them Chinese. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily trying to lump them together. I'm just thinking like whatever. Crucible is a prison.
A prison of the mind and the body. Crucible holds out a throne and says, obey, and it is yours. But thrones are meant to be taken, not handed.
Be like saying Ukrainians are Russian. Yeah, exactly.
But it is
That's
a
a fair point.
tantalizing lie.
They would not like that. Yeah.
Keeps the others in line.
So far, I'm kind of siding with Mr. Genghis Khan over here, but I don't really know what's all going on with the robots. There's something sketchy going on. I don't have all the information yet. What would you do if you escaped?
I do not know. Everything outside of Crucible is unknown.
So the robots won't let these clones
I imagine
leave.
The settled systems are not so settled.
I gotta figure out why.
A man who does not shrink from violence can't make a place for himself, though. Were it that easy, I have died a dozen deaths trying to find a way out of Crucible.
Oh, he's tried to get out.
You get too far or disobey
They
too
kill him
much,
and then reclone him.
death. Crucible holds our lives in its hands.
This is crazy.
But now,
This is kind of cool.
the robots have made a grave mistake. You can go where none of us can. You hold our future in your hands, and all the societies know it.
Okay. Mongolia actually has the largest border between Russia and China. Pretty cool. Wonder if, what's Mongolia's government? What type of buffer is going on there? What Crucible is doing is wrong. If I free you, I have a feeling many people will suffer. Crucible really kills you?
Oh yes. You can go 1 or 2 miles from Crucible, and you drop dead.
Oh, that's fucked up. There's like a
I
chip
have
in you?
no knowledge of medicine, but it's probably poison. It boils my blood to be subjugated like this. But too many of the clones are sheep. As long as their pens are clean and comfortable, they bleat their arguments.
Yeah, what they're doing is
I
wrong.
sense fire in you. Good. You will need it. I propose this. The robots come from someplace far to the east. We call it the facility. A place none of us can get to. But with you and your starship, it would be easy.
I like how we're having this conversation next to some
and
dead
break
fucking
our shackles.
spider octopuses.
Set us free.
Eager to help, if I can.
Alright, so that was cool. Like some Matrix red pill type shit. Alright, let's go talk to the other person. Mongolia actually has the largest border, blah blah blah. Nobody really wants Mongolia. Hey man, you ever been to Mongolia barbecue? That place is great. So this is someone from, I'm assuming, some Egyptian queen.
I had hoped you would visit me.
Oh yeah?
Good. Know that you stand before Queen Amanirinas of the Kush.
Of the Kush.
Queen of a dead kingdom on a dead world. But I earned my name, and even the sands of time cannot take it from me.
Nice to meet you, Your Majesty. Okay, so she really thinks that she's like the queen. The other people, they know that they're not. She's like, nah, I'm the queen. I'm gonna play along.
Your courtesy is appreciated, even though it rings hollow. My subjects are all dust. If you don't believe me, know you are not alone. Some clones deride me behind my back. I know this.
Mongolia does have coal and copper, though, both of which China would love.
I am a Manirinas, for true. The great and the terrible, to those who would oppose me. I remember things no one has told me. Memories of faces, betrayers, lovers, allies, and enemies. And the smells. The right scent.
So she claims that she's got some memories here. It's like when she got cloned with some extra shit. Maybe she's just filling in the dots and making up some bullshit.
It aches my heart. My home. My kingdom.
China seems to be more content with maintaining that easy border and just expanding into Europe, Oceania, and Africa. Obviously other parts of Asia too. Yeah. I mean, I don't like how we're constantly like bickering over Taiwan, right? And then their alliance with Russia is kind of, it makes things a little uneasy. I mean, hopefully things will get better, but I'm assuming you and I are going to be long gone if they ever do, right? I think things are probably going to get worse. I mean, I hope not, right? I hope not. Maybe you are her reincarnation. You sound delusional, lady. How can you be so certain? Let's do that.
Have you no faith of your own? Something you hold to, even though it cannot be proven. It is the same with me. But I am certain. You speak to a Manirinas.
A Manirinas. Okay. Okay. Maybe you are her reincarnation.
If your mind and heart remain open, you will see the truth of it. Once, I called upon mighty armies. However, on Crucible I still lead. Have you heard of the believers?
Okay, so she leads the believers.
We are the ones who will take our rightful place in these settled systems to bring in a new glorious age and break the endless cycles of oppression and greed.
Hey, what's your mission? The one Belt One Road initiative for China is notably extensive. In my opinion, none of the three major world powers would engage in a legitimate war with the others outside of proxy wars. Yeah, basically what we're doing right now.
So many scoff at the mission. Before we are reborn here, there are words all of us are told. That
Although I'm a little nervous about Putin
we are meant
because
to better ourselves.
I feel like Ukraine's like
learn,
kind of kicking their ass in certain regards, right? And he keeps kind of getting his back pushed against the wall.
Who better to lead the settled systems to a new golden
he's got
age?
weapons they don't have, right? So a little nervous he might use them. 10-day war, by the way. I'm just going to tell her the truth. It's doomed to fail.
I do not care if you think my plan is insane. But what I want, what we want,
That's what Putin said
is
it
a
would be.
chance to prove to the facility we are ready.
How long has it been going
When
on now?
someone has achieved their potential, the facility is supposed to set us free among the stars. But the machines have been breaking more and more over the years. And no one has ever been deemed worthy. I need your help to properly fix the facility.
I mean, that dude's...
so that we can prove ourselves and claim.
I don't know how anyone could defend that country, that government, because I don't want to blame the people. There's wonderful people there, you know, but just like he has anyone who opposes him mysteriously falls out a window or gets poisoned or whatever, right? Like that's fucking crazy. I mean, we were just talking about Kevin Spacey, so like it's not like other places aren't immune to this, but generally in this country, you don't see politicians like randomly dying or whatever that oppose. Like you don't see that at all, and not like not to like what happens in Russia with people falling out windows, the poisons. There's something else that they do to people.
Silence.
It's just crazy. Car bomb? I think someone got car bombed recently, right? Do you consider the annexation of Crimea? Yeah, I would say that was the straw that broke the camel's back, yeah. How much you need then, I'll hear you out, but no promises. Maybe none of you are ready. What is the facility?
The facility is another place on this very planet. A place we cannot go. As much as we dream of it.
But yeah, I hope something can improve there. I feel bad for the citizens of Russia. I feel bad for people who are just trying to like live their lives, raise their families. It might just take until whenever he no longer exists on this planet. Who knows what would go in his place? I mean, it's just sad. It's sad that so many wars go on this planet, and some just like seem so needless and unnecessary, and just like, what are we doing? Think of how many resources and time that we just waste on stupid shit that we could put towards curing cancers and diseases, and
like
becoming a multi-planetary species, and the list goes on and on and on. Like if we just like focused on those things instead of just constantly killing each other and squabbling over just dumb shit. You ever watch those videos of people on the ISS and like the recent one, the dude was on I don't know what it was called, maybe the Dragon capsule or whatever, and he popped his head up for the first time, and like he has a helmet camera on, and like he sees Earth, and like you just see that like we're so small and insignificant, but like it's a beautiful planet. It has its problems. We have some overheating shit going on. In my opinion, all things reversible if we like work together. And it's just like,
already.
What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't get it. Like, we don't all have to agree on things, but there's some things I think we should agree on. Like there should be things that are like common understandings. Common agreements that should like healthcare. Like I feel like healthcare. Why is that run for profit? Why would your health, decisions made about your health, why would they have anything to do with for profit? That just seems like morally incompatible, like things like that, right? Like I want to see doctors, scientists, researchers, etc., nurses, all these people should make bank, right? It shouldn't be based on like
of this
Like, think of the
silence.
drugs that are made, like, in this country, right? That you have people that are dying from ALS, Parkinson's, list goes on, right? What do we make? We make dick pills. Like, because that's where the money's at, you know? Like, when your medicine is profit motivated, you don't spend time researching things that maybe that only affect, you know, less than whatever. I don't know how many people have ALS, but you know what I mean. Like, let's say it's less than 20,000 people, but you got millions of people that have dick problems, you know? It just, I don't know. From a moral standpoint, it boggles my mind. It boggles my mind. So, I'm a believer of some things should be for profit. Some things should definitely not be for profit. You have not people that think everything should be for profit. I find weird. I don't understand it. Like, there's when things are profit motivated, it can have outcomes that you don't necessarily want, you know? And I don't know why we're talking about this or why I'm talking about it. Tell me what you need, then I'll hear you out. Maybe none of you are ready.
Surely someone.
Well, there was Prigozhin, who was the leader of the Wagner Group. His plane mysteriously exploded after he occupied a Russian city. Was that happened recently? That sounds recent. Occupied a Russian city after he complained that his men were undersupplied. Russia uses like 10,000 artillery shells a day in Ukraine. Jesus Christ. Common boobs. At least 2 people have it, maybe 3. Yeah. I'll hear you out, no promises.
Then listen well, outsider. You must go to the facility. I imagine Genghis has already told you about it. All the society leaders know it's the key. But only an outsider can get there. Please, investigate it. See if it can be repaired.
I wonder why the
Then
robot
return
wants
to me,
copper.
so we can formulate a new plan.
Like, is he gonna go to the facility to fix something with the copper? Or is the copper used for something else, you know? Like, I feel like I need to figure that out. Why does he want copper? Alright, alien sandwich. Okay. I like following the Ukraine war. It's the only modern peer versus peer war. Alright. So we've talked to everybody. I do not side with her. She's delusional. I'd probably side with Genghis Khan. But frankly, he's a pragmatist, right?
I need to go out there.
Let's see what he has to say.
Want to see and do everything there is to be done.
So, you have heard from the other societies. I must confess I'm very curious what an outsider thought of them and their positions. You might be the first objectively neutral party we've ever come across.
Still trying to wrap my head around all this. Genghis is right. This is a cage and your people need freedom. I think some of the greatness of your original selves may live in you. Think what you could accomplish. I mean, that's maybe accurate to some degree. Both of them are misguided and probably dangerous. I mean, all of these answers have some truth to them, but I feel like at the end of the day, if you can't leave and they kill you, that's a problem.
And you'd let Genghis go free. He's caused more misery in Crucible than any other 5 clones combined. Given a chance, I shudder to think what he'd do if he was let loose. The facility has gathered some of the most obstinate and dangerous personages throughout history. It has told them that they should lead in a golden age via whatever means they see appropriate. Setting us all loose and Parda as a whole would invite disaster. We are barely fit to lead ourselves.
You can learn a lot from watching near-peer wars, especially ones using modern tactics. Well, I mean, isn't that a problem with Russia, though? Is a lot of their equipment is fucking old, dilapidated, maybe a little archaic. Way more interesting to study and stuff like it. Yeah. I do agree with that. I mean, the stuff... I mean, yeah, some of the... But yeah, but Ukraine's getting, like... They're obviously getting funded by a lot of countries, and they're getting, like, some technology, whether it's drones or whatever, that's very modern, right? It seems like Russia doesn't have that luxury. Tell me your plan. What the other societies are up to sounds dangerous. Don't some individuals deserve a chance, though? Would it be that bad? Let's do this one.
A tough but fair question. I must admit the case of Amelia Earhart sometimes keeps me up at night. It is safer if the rule is strict, but if you wanted to make an exception or two, I could live with that. But no one from the other societies. They are all dangerous in their own way.
Tell me your plan.
Certainly. It is evident that the facility is decaying. It is both unsustainable and unwise for us to fix and maintain the status quo. Our community must be weaned off the machines. Learn how to build, grow, and govern ourselves.
Yep.
Allowed to raise families so we can pass our lessons to the next generation. And to die when our allotted time is finished. One day we will be worthy.
Well, it sounds like he wants the same thing Genghis wants. He wants out of the cage. He wants the robots to stop killing him. Russia rolled out the new AK-12 in 2018 and it's been, well, a failure. Russia also doesn't seem to have modern trophy systems readily available for their armored vehicles. What do you mean by modern trophy system? China also started making a new rifle and a new body armor. Dude, you know what? You know what's really scary is those modern weapons that have like auto aim, where the bullets will like lock on to, like, that's fucked up, dude. I don't even want to think about, like, modern warfare is crazy, man. Drones, robots, auto aim weapons. I mean, that's it's scary, you know? Some scary shit right there.
There's something the
locking
matter.
on bullets is never good. You don't think so? I don't know, man. Seeking right, dude. But you know what I'm talking about, right? They tested it at least of bullets that lock on. Like, this is not like it's not theoretical. It's been tested. At least to my knowledge, man. I mean, I guess I could be wrong, right? Could be wrong, but I feel like I remember reading something that was tested. That's a good goal. Count me in. I'll think about it. I can't let all your people remain trapped here. You can't raise families because you're clones. Does that mean you're infertile? Let's read that. Let's do that one.
Yes, and not to be indelicate.
Not for lack of trying.
Not for lack of trying.
That's funny.
Are we even human in this state?
That's actually a fair point.
We have no future, only the past.
So, if they're infertile, does that mean that... I mean, if you're a clone and you're infertile, are you not a clone of, like, a real human? Like, what are you then? What, like... Interesting. I don't know. I'm very confused on that. Like, maybe... Okay, maybe that's just part of the cloning process. You just can't procreate. But does that necessarily mean you're not human? You know? Like, is he flesh and bones? Is he, you know... What's he... I want to see what's inside of him. Can I cut your arm off, sir, and look inside? Is it wrong if others want to escape this prison?
Do not listen to passion. Genghis can be very persuasive, but he's a fool. In some sense, we are an abomination. A science project made for unknown ends and with uncertain results. Once we are fully human, fully self-reliant...
Once we're fully human?
Then we should be allowed to join the settled systems.
What does it take for that to happen? There's been bullets that can turn, but it's ineffective, overly expensive, and faulty. I mean, you're probably right on the expensive part. The combat effectiveness of an infantryman doesn't make it a viable force multiplier. They'd rather put all the money into making seeking missiles or drones and robots, dude. Like, I feel like future wars, you know, it's not going to be boots on the ground. It's going to be people inside fucking, you know, buildings with VR masks on and controllers.
Please, I beg you, listen, look, and think. Who are these people? And what would they do? I hope, for all our sake, you will come to see the light.
Blinded by the light, revved up like a deuce. Alright, so... Oh, Wyatt Earp wants to talk to me. Alright, I gotta change my outfit because he's matching me right here. Can't look like Wyatt. We're gonna go sysdef.
Listen, it's not safe to talk here.
God damn it.
It's about Roosevelt. There's something you need to know.
If you have something to say, I'm all ears. Unless it's urgent and busy, what do you know about Roosevelt?
Not here. If he found out I'm even talking to you about this...
Alright, let's talk about it.
Thank you. There's a, well...
Cave? This sounds
just
sketch.
outside town. No chance of us being listened in on.
Who is this person?
Please, come as quick as you can. Ideally, before you go to the facility.
Don't be afraid. Whatever it is, I can protect you. If it's that portal, go now. Yeah, I can protect you, buddy.
I hope so. I'll meet you at the cave.
You don't have to run, brah. Amelia Earhart.
In my darkest hours, I feared that we were all that was left of humanity. Your ship, she's a beauty. It travels the stars, right? Tell me.
Wait a second.
What's it like out there?
Was Amelia Earhart American or British? For some reason, I always thought that she was British. You know, I did really well in history, but it was a long time ago that I took history, so... they'd rather put all the money into making Seeking missiles. Drones usually carry said Seeking missiles. There we go. At least our Predator and Reaper drones do. They carry some wild payloads. She's American, eh? Okay. No matter how much I see, it never gets old. I spend most of my time just keeping the ship fueled. Space is very big and mostly empty. I'm more interested in you, actually. What? Oh, I thought... Okay, maybe that's not romantic. I took it as... took that the wrong way. Never gets old.
Something wrong? That's just how I imagine it. My name's Amelia Earhart. When I first woke up in this place...
Does it not sound like she has an accent?
I knew all about my namesake, her life and her accomplishments. But I also knew how to fly a starship, reactor limits, thrust acceleration, vectors, and everything. In my mind's eye, I can imagine flying out there, touching heaven itself. And yet, cruelly, here I sit.
If we were ever in a war with Russia or China, I think the most important factor would be air power. We absolutely trounce their air power. 4 of the 5 world's strongest air forces are American. Yeah. I mean, it's always going to be that way. But it still would be nice if we could diplomatically resolve issues, you know. And it might require... I honestly feel like if Russia was not doing the shit they're doing right now, where China had like that allegiance there, and obviously Russia has nukes and things like that, I feel like diplomatic solutions with China would be easier to come by. And not through like bullying or any of that, just from like, I don't know. I just feel like when you feel like you have
talking, right?
friends in crime, for lack of a better phrase, right? It's easier to put off solutions, you know, diplomatic solutions. I don't know what to make of you or anyone else here. I have a feeling this is going somewhere. What do you know about spaceflight?
The facility keeps us alive, fed, and protected. But they do a terrible job of informing us of anything at all.
Oh yeah,
My guess
but
is the facility thought they might
China
need a
is not as
pilot one
erratic
day.
as Russia, right?
Your
I
guess
think China
is
is more
as good as
pragmatic.
mine.
I think they're more going to show Russia to be totally incompetent. Yeah. I'm not denying about that. I'm just saying Russia is a loose cannon, you know, and China can use Russia to basically cause upheaval, like fracture, you know, things with the United States, you know, like a proxy war. I would assume China's funding Russia to some degree, right? I don't know, sharing technology, financial, whatever. China's basically spinning a web, and they have their hands everywhere. Yeah. I mean, it's scary, yeah. But like, once again, going back to Russia, like the people of Russia, the people of China, like they should not be held. They're not should be obligated to or be held accountable to like the mistakes of their leaders, right? So it'd be nice to like try to resolve these things, because I think at the end of the day, we're all human, right? We all want to have. I mean, most of us want to have families, want to live peacefully and independently, and you know, I don't know, pursuit of happiness, right?
Funny, some of us have had the same thought about you. Listen, I know you owe me nothing at all, but I would do anything to get off of here. I know the societies want who knows what from you for who knows why. and I don't want to get involved in any politics. I just
I
want...
don't know. I don't see the issue with these
my
people
single
leaving, you know?
self
If they can't
chance to
procreate, it's
explore.
not like they can, you know, spread their seed and they're creating like this weird clone race, you know? It just seems like they're human to some degree. They have memories of the... Not even memories. They don't even have memories. Like this is Amelia Earhart, but she has no memories of Earhart. All that she's been read or whatever. Or maybe they're not real memories. I don't know. That hasn't been fully explained here. Are there any incentives to helping you? That's a weird
I'd
question to
happily
ask, I
earn
guess.
my way. Like I said,
Dude, could she
a lot
be
of
on my
faith,
ship?
fair and know-how has been
That'd
put
be
in my
really
head.
cool if she could be on my ship,
Let's
like a
put
crew
it to
member.
good use, right?
Yeah, I'll help you if I can.
You won't regret it. Thanks.
That'd be kind of
Do
cool.
you want to talk about anything else?
Oh yeah, this is a good question. I don't want a delusional person on my ship.
No, I don't. I consider myself a most ardent admirer of hers. She feels like family. Distant family.
Oh.
I like to think we both share a kindred spirit of adventure, though. She broke so many barriers in her life. I would love the same opportunity one day. I have a few choice unchristian thoughts about some of them. But I'm going to stay out of it. Listen, I'd understand you making any decision you have to regarding them. Any at all. I just hope you judge me separate. I don't wish harm on anyone. I just want to explore.
Yeah, see, what's wrong with that?
I hope to see you again.
Alright. Is she the only, like, other person here that's, like, not, like, these guys are all, like, settlers or believers or whatever.
I can feel it.
Are there any other people here like her? We got Franklin D, we got FDR, we got Amelia, we got Genghis Khan, we got that other lady, I forget her name. We got these pragmatists here. Like, what else we got here? Is Amelia the only other? Oh, Ada. Hey, who's Ada Lovelace? I don't even know who that is. The name sounds super familiar, but I don't know who that is in the historically. That's the other person that's here. I think that's her name. Ada right here. Ada Lovelace.
Your visitation is a prayer answered.
Are you a clone of a historical figure too?
Why,
Maybe
yes.
she's a scientist?
Ada Lovelace, at your service.
Lovelace.
My namesake worked with Charles Babbage,
Charles
and is
Babbage.
widely considered the first female programmer. And to see
Oh,
what
wow.
our little experiments led to, I only wish Mr. Babbage was here.
I got both of them are like just showing their butts to me.
I suppose I am what passes for one here. I have my namesake's education, so I am well versed there. But without
How do
any
you have her
books or treatises from other
education
scientists,
if you don't have their memories?
my knowledge is limited. Some clones received specialized knowledge, like Amelia.
So they get.
She knows how spacecraft
So it's not really
works.
memories, but they give them like
So
pseudo
interviewing
memories,
them has
maybe.
been fantastic for learning more advanced scientific principles. But mainly I conduct experiments, rudimentary as they are.
All right. The only involvement China has had in the UN was in Africa, specifically in locations where there's natural oil sources. The new squad systems we're getting are pretty cool, though, but also kind of a big dick swinging move. The new XM7 rifle system is a huge fucking bullet that's designed for, oh my god, armor penetration. Armor penetration is kind of scary, right? That's one mean bullet. So clearly the goal is to be like, we have weapon systems to be able to fuck up your troops even when you armor them. Yeah, exactly.
Uncomfortable, truth be told. The believers are undeniably favored by the facility. Their complex receives food and materials first. When blood is spilt, the facility robots often side with them, and always the arguments and fisticuffs. Most of us just want to live in peace.
Yeah, I should probably read out. Let's see who is around. Let's roll the credits, actually. Do that first. So, we didn't get any follows or subs or resubs, but I do appreciate everyone hanging around and chatting. Chaos, Ren, Empress, Tommy Boy, Rando, Redmond, Saber, and Scotty. Much appreciated. I'm going to keep playing this game over the next few days, and with my hopes to beat it before the DLC is out. So that's sort of the plan. So yesterday we raided out to Paranoid. I think today I'm actually going to raid out to Mr. Lamprey, because I was debating raiding him yesterday. And I'm a big fan of Mr. Lamprey. He's if you never played Project Zomboid, you should check out his stream for a second. He's like one of the best people at the game, probably in the world. And I'm not even exaggerating. And he's a nice guy. If you type a message, he'll respond to you. He talks to you. He's a good guy. But anyways, everybody take care. Have a good day, night, wherever you're at. Yeah, every time I have a plan for Starfield, like to build my ship or to sell things, I keep getting sidetracked with these other things, but I'm still having a good time. I like this game. I think it's underrated. I recommend if you haven't tried it recently. There's been a lot of updates to Starfield, and it's a pretty good game. But anyways, take care, everybody.
Lack of taste is a bit too. Everything felt more plain. Oh fuck. Well, I need to get myself a little dose of COVID then. I think it would make my diet a little bit easier to manage. Get a little bit of COVID on the side. Food a little bit easier to shovel down. Good stuff. Hey, Peng Man. Hello, hello.